Let's get ready, let's get ready, let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble, folks, when you come in. I can't believe. I'll wait till people come in. It's like the Democrats versus the Republicans. What's going on? That's coming off. I've got red on this and none on that. Blue on that. It's like dun 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 dun. That's Democrats. Dun 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 dun. That wasn't intentionally. I'm supposed to be taking this off and putting blue on because I'm wearing a Tiffany blue like that colour coat for the, you know, the boom booms, what's coming. So it looks like, I mean, this is what's going on. It's red shift, blue shift, red shift, blue shift. That's why we have red and blue. Red shift, blue shift. But yeah, I've just thought then, it's like, let's get ready, let's get ready, let's get ready to rumble, let's get ready to rumble. Democrats. Sorry, I'm in one of them moods. Oh yes, and actually, it was this colour. I just noticed before and I was laughing to myself because you have to have a laugh. You know what I mean? Red pill, blue pill, yeah. Red pill, red shift, blue shift. And the shift is happening. Can you feel it? Oh my God. I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. Also, the song that someone's just put out, I think it was Santa Surfing with the Trump rallies and everything. And I'm going to have to sing the song because we've played this quite a few times. Lots of channels having what's going on. And it's just, you know, I was into Michael Jackson. There's a lot of things with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was friends with Trump and JFK Jr. We all know a bit of a story going on there. Oh, don't feel Collins will see you. Ah, I doubt it. Let me just find it. See if I can sing it because I can't play it. Oh, by the way, is anyone losing time lately? Because 007, if anyone remembers 007, was saying something on Instagram the other day about he's lost a few Thursdays. I shouted out yesterday, happy Sunday. It wasn't even Sunday, but I'm having that. It's like, whoa, that time's speeding up. It's getting faster and faster. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? So, hi Lois, hi Jojo, hi Lena, hi Red Eye Jedi, Andy, Von Craig, Maria, and anyone else who's watching or comes in. I'm just trying to find. I don't know how all this is going to come out. I've come across another channel. Some of you will probably know it. So I'm going to give them a shout out and play with it. 17 in the house. Hugh's in the house. So Dolly's warming up because I don't know how this is going to come out, but it's going to come out. My perception of time is so... Yeah, everyone's saying it's not for some, but I think those who know what's going on, it's like... Oh yeah, what they're doing with that time, switching it up, because there's always one day in the week I get confused, and I think it's the day after or the day before. Yesterday, I put on Instagram, Happy Sunday. It wasn't, and then I thought, oh no, it's not, is it? It's Sunday today. So, let's just find this, because this is so, you know, so relevant for today. Do it cute. Oh, can you feel it? I can feel the energy. The energy feels really good today. It felt really good yesterday. Today I was just like, oh, it's just ace. Right. Now, I'm going to sing this song because it is what's going on. A lot of us have always shouted this song out. The video, if you go and watch the video to it, you will see what's going on. Yeah. A bit like the Hopi prophecies. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah. If you look around, the whole world's coming together now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah. Feel it in the air. Can't remember the tune. In the wind, taking it everywhere. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colors of the world should be that loving each other wholeheartedly. Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I just added that bit in there actually. Yes, it's alright. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Spread the word and try to teach the man who's hating his brother when hate won't do. 'Cause we're all the same. Yes, the blood inside me is inside of you. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah. I just love Michael Jackson, but this is irrelevant. Every breath you take, it's someone's death in another place. Every healthy smile is hunger and strife to another child. But the stars do shine in promising salvation is near this time. Oh yes. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the children of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah. I love it. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Gone off key now. Tell the news to the marching men who are killing their brothers when death won't do. Yes, we're all the same. Yes, the blood inside of my veins are inside of you. Gone off a bit there. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah, 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 yeah. Trump 2020 and beyond to infinity. Sorry, I just had to get that out because my energy's all like whoop. It's a bit of alchemy going on. It's a bit like whoo 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 transformation coming within. 33 in the house. Boom. 33. 33 sat in chat. Oh yes. Oh yes. Going a bit Michael Jackson-ified. The election has seemed so far away. So, you know what? Everyone, I feel like Michael Jackson now. Everyone's so excited because the people who have been on this, we've been waiting for now. I'm bubbling. I'm bubbling. Yeah, my potions are mixing. I've just actually been watching Discovery of Witches. I mean, you'd have to go and watch that. The Discovery of Witches on whatever it is. Thank you, Andy. I'm excited. So I'm going to say a few things. I can't speak because I'm just excited. And then I'm going to show you someone's videos, a few of the videos. A great channel I've just come across and found a poem and it was brilliant and they're on it and it's everybody's awakening, and this is why I said the other day, it's not just about the people who woke up years ago, even though they've been warriors, you know, the people who've been at it for years. 33 and 11, the great awakening. We're all part of it, and I've always believed everyone had to wake up at certain times. I'm quite a sensitive soul. I'm Pisces, very, very sensitive. Stronger now than I ever was before, but I believe I shouldn't have woke up so many years ago because I wouldn't have dealt with it properly. And there's a lot of people that have woke up years ago, didn't deal with it as good because some people have took their lives. Some people just went back in the system, and some people have, probably gone on, I don't know, and destroyed themselves with certain substances and things like that. And then there's people that have just been doing it and just holding on to the fact that when will this great awakening happen? And it's here in front of everyone's faces. This is why I said it's not time for people arguing like what I've had over the past week, and I've just been showing you what people do when people don't realise what's going on. And that's no fault of anybody's either. It's all the energies flying about, all the lies flying about. I don't mean about that, I just mean genuinely, on the world, they, whatever we call them, have been projecting on us for this time. Oh, it's going to be a landslide, I can't wait. Whoop! No matter what happens, he's won. No matter what happens, he'll get in, because if he didn't for some unknown reason, they're going to get seen for what they are. So we're in the shift, red shift, blue shift. We're in the shift. Shift is now the event. This is what we've been waiting for. We are the ones who are doing it. We are the ones we've been waiting for. I'd just like to say to all the Trump haters out there, Because this is it, right? All the Trump haters out there, the people that don't understand him, it doesn't matter. Because I tell you what gets up my nostrils about people. They say, and they don't look, and they go, oh, you mean Trump saving the world? I mean, how ridiculous he's saving the world. I mean, it's just Trump saving the world. No, Trump is not doing it on his own. He's not single-handedly taking these fakesters down, these wishy-washy think they are gods when they're not. It's an alliance, it's patriots around the world, it's God, it's everything, it's prayers, it's intentions, patriots, the Q team, everything, the alliance, all alliances coming together worldwide alliances, because people go on when they go on the journey, you know, oh yeah, I've seen this symbol, I've said before, oh yeah, we know they're bad. Well, there's good and bad in everything. Like we all know, the so-called spiritual community, if they've got the good and bad in there, every little thing has got the good and bad in it. So, you know, lifetime after lifetime, this is why we came. It is, and this is the one where we do it. All these lifetimes are building up to now. This is what I believe the great event is, the great awakening. It's not just about Q, this, that, and the other. We all know that who's been through it. For all the people that are seemingly to, and it's going to say in this video is totally what I resonate with. These people who are laughing at people and making fun of people and trolling people because people are waking up as if to say, yes, I've said it. We do say it, they're sleeping, because there are a lot who are asleep. There's a lot who are waiting. But I mean trolling people when they wake up to say, well, I woke up years ago, or, you know, or they just woke up to the fact that this is happening, or paedophilia or whatever. That's not what it's about. I said the other day, they should be grateful people are waking up, because they're waking up en masse. And that, for a fact, has never happened before, because this awakening process has been coming in waves. So this is it. Once this drops, that's it. There's no turning back. There's no going back. There's no turning a blind eye. There isn't. Hi, Kelly. Hi, everybody who's coming. I'll shout everyone out at the end. So, yeah, where's this going to go now? So, but I'll get into that again in the flow, because I don't know how this is going to come out. Yeah, so Finn was just having a bath before, and we did the Trumpkin pumpkin. Huge announcement coming. I'll probably be in bed. Ooh, getting excited. The Trumpkin pumpkin. And then he was just in the bath, and I said, oh, and I had my Trump top on. I'm saving it for Tuesday. And he went, oh, is that Trump? I went, yeah. He went, oh, Trump. I went, I know. I said, he's helping defeat the dark. And he went, yeah, it's like Trump against Thanos, you know, out of, what's it called? Avengers. I was like, yeah, something like that. So he said, yeah, my dad said, I went, I don't care what your dad says. I said, Trump is for the lights. And that's that. Your mum knows best. Your mum's, you know, your mum knows best. Your mum knows best. Mother knows best. I know it's not Red Eye Jedi, but we do it, and people can't say they don't, and we don't mean it like that. It's just that there are people that are asleep. It's, you know, it depends how you say it. There are people that are asleep. I was asleep at one point. Lots of people have been asleep. So, yeah, Aquarius is intelligent, analytic, and full of brilliant ideas. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people squirming about, because they think just come to the fact that, oh, Q's like AI. It's AI. There's good AI and there's bad AI. There's good and bad in everything. We know about quantum computers, you know, but there you go. Anyway, what else was there? There was something else. Oh yeah, we were doing the Trump dance. So we were like dancing to, I don't even know what song is that. We'll make you jump, but it was Trump. And we were like, yeah, whoop, 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 yeah. We were like, Trump dance, we'll do the Trump dance. We'll do the Trump dance, whoop. So that's what we were doing today. We were just all up in that energy. We were just having a laugh. So, because you've got to have a laugh. What else was I don't know. So, oh yes, I'm going to tell you a little story about when Dolly was a little girl, and she's always had this thing for trees. And then I'm going to show you some videos, nothing to do with trees, just to do with the awakening, because I wanted to just put this out again because some people don't understand, and my awakening was nothing to do with trees. And the reason my awakening was nothing to do with trees is because I've always been connected to that anyway. And funnily enough, looking back on my life now and the things that I found out now and looking back, it's like, oh, that's weird, not weird. People go, it's coincidences. No such things as coincidences. So just out of my mouth so everyone can hear it. Hi, John. So yes, Looking Glass has foretold. Yep, of course it has. Oh, and I'll read these out that came in today. So let me tell you the story. Susie Q, Dolly, thank you. You too. Right, I'm not going to get distracted by chat, so talk among yourselves. Look out for the bridge dwellers. So I'll say this out of my own mouth. My awakening was nothing to do with trees. 45 was in the house then. Trump was in. I've always been connected to trees. So in a distant planet, far, far away, or a realm, as I'd like to say, far, far away, many moons ago, there was a young girl called Anakin Dolly Skywalker. Gotta have a laugh, haven't you? Gotta have a laugh. And she lived in a place on the realm called Somerset. I think it was Somerset. I could be totally wrong. I'd have to ring my dad up. Bovington. Yes, Bovington. In the army. And I don't know why I'm talking like that, but I'm going with it because I'm in one of them high vibing moods. And when she was around about 5, she had a friend called Mr. Oak Tree. And a lot of you will know that. And a lot of people go for an oak tree because it's known for wisdom and so on and so forth. But she had a friend at the age of 5, may I add, imagination people, 4 or 5, could have been 6, I'm not sure, but I think it was about 5-ish. And yeah, so she used to dance round the tree, believing there was fairies that lived there. And she used to collect the acorns and the little hats on top. I still call them hats, and my son calls them hats. And collect them and put them at the bottom of Mr. Oak Tree, thinking, you know, the fairies will collect the nuts and the hats, or maybe use them for bowls to eat out of, because they were just the right size for fairies. So Dolly, well, no, we just say Anakin Dolly Skywalker used to dance round this tree, and, you know, she just used to love this tree for some reason. But also, where she used to live was in the countryside, and there was a forest with a swamp, and it was just a forest. Me and my sister, right, I'm going to talk normal now. Me and my sister used to play in all the time. Didn't think of stranger danger back then. I was born in 1977, the 7 number. The alchemic, the biggest, you know, specialist number in alchemy for transformation. Just saying. And I'm not looking in chat just yet. And yeah, so we used to play in the forest, and we used to go for walks with my dad and the dog, and we used to have a ferret that my dad found, and we used to have a bull that used to come on the back doorstep because we had a farm near us. The farmer used to come out with his shotgun. We thought he was trying to kill us, but he actually wasn't. He was just warning us to get off the swamp because it was very dangerous to children. But in our imaginations, we thought he was trying to shoot us with his gun, but he wasn't, because it was actually pointed up. And as children do, you climb trees and all that, and we used to make, you know, ones that had fell down, we used to use them as slides and all that. So growing up in the country, I've always had a love for trees and forests, like most people do. Feel connected. Roll on. Now, well, I don't know if it was last year or the beginning of this year. I've had a few experiences that I'm not talking about yet because someone will get the wrong end of the stick. But I've always said number 7 follows me everywhere, because my nana, my dear, dear nana, who's not with us in physical form, so let me see if I can find it. I'm not quite sure where it is. It was on this shelf, but I don't know if it is, so. Oh, is it here? Yes, it's here, funnily enough, just to prove a point. Oh, and this was me, my sister, and my mother when we went to New York. And I went to the highlight of New York. Nothing else was skating on Trump's ice skating ring, and I went to Trump Towers. And as you can see in the background, you can see the yellow, the yellow thingamajiggies. New York. Didn't have my dreads in then. Me, my mum, and my sister. The three amigos, the Trinity. Oh yes, in New York. That was just there. Now, in 2017, when I got into Q, which 17 thumbs up, I've always said the number 7 was following me everywhere. 7 Heaven, Alchemy. Oh, Alchemy, the 7 stages of alchemy, of the 7 processes of transformation within, because that's what it's all about. That's what we're going through, a transformation. And it was like 7, 7. This 7 always follows me. Good number, 7 Heaven and all that. Remember what I said about Dolly, the name, and Janine, the name? And then I just totally forgot that my nana passed away, who I was very close to, at 91 years old. On the 7th of the 7th month, 2017. Oh no, yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah. No, yeah. Was it? Oh no, sorry. It wasn't, but it's still the 7th. The 7th of January 2017. Saturday, the 7th of January 2017. Obviously, that was the year that I got into Q. Nearer, when was it? October, was it? November, or whatever it was. So I was like, no way. No way. And we played the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, picked by me, by Eva Cassidy, because, yeah, I mean, that film says a lot in itself, but that song, Eva Cassidy, is absolutely beautiful. Over the Rainbow Bridge. It was sunny that day. Was there a rainbow? There might have been. I can't remember. I was looking out the window, but mine's 6. But so we had that 7 of there. We've got the little bird of peace up there. But anyway, moving forward, I got into Q and this, that, and the other, and was looking at all the stuff. People have looked at this, blah blah blah. But it's not really about that. It's just about proving a point with my connection to trees and not knowingly. Now, who knows on here, who's known me for a bit, Dave will probably know, gone but never forgotten. Yeah, she's here. We know she's here, Dave. She's been here in the spirit realm. I feel it anyway. I've always said that. Yeah, 7 colours of rainbow. 7 is alchemic, special alchemic number. Can never say that word right, but yeah, 7 chakras in the bodies. There's more, but the ones here, yeah, 7. So let's see if Dave can remember, because I don't know if Susan, or if anyone that's watched me for a while, who knows, I have got a deck on them, who do I know? If I was watching a film, I don't know how to say this, if I was watching a film, I'm not going to pick it out because you'll know, if I was watching a film, what men would I be like, yeah, I'm going to watch this, it's a film with something men in it. Anybody know? Without giving it away. Dave should know. Yes, thank you, John. Vikings. So check this out in a minute. This will make you laugh. Now, I've always resonated with Vikings, right? I love the look. Even Viking women, whatever. Vikings. I love Thor. I mean, yeah, I know it, but I just mean the Viking look, plaits, dreads, whatever, long hair, whatever. Not that I'm dating anyone that looks like has got long hair, but he would have done in the past. So, the lovely Rachel Pixie, I don't think she's in chat, actually lovingly sent me these a while back. And funny enough, like the Tiffany blue colour. So I might pull one of them. Because this is needed at now, you know, like the man, Trump. So, Vikings. So, just bear this in mind because it is going somewhere. So, I've always had a thing about, you know, I've not awoken to a connection with trees. I had it as a child, you know, that's it. So that's nothing new to me. And then I've always had a thing for Vikings, and if I'm watching a film that's Vikings, and it's always like, who when I was watching Uhtred, and I just love saying that name when I watched Vikings on Netflix. The Uhtred. I just love saying that. Uhtred. So, oh, it's Revel. Hi, Revel. Oh, you sneaky thing. So, I'm going to show you something now. I think I put it up on my post. I can't remember. So, right. So just remember, you know, people say, well, it's just a coincidence. Yeah, well, it isn't a coincidence, is it? No. So I'm going to show you something. Now, I've shown this before. This is just for the people who don't know, the new people. I've shown this before, but I'm going to show it again. So, oh, by the way, I'm just going to show this picture because it's hilarious. This was me. Not voting for Trump, obviously. I'm in the UK. This was me supporting Trump in 2016. This was me supporting Trump now. Because we all know Mel Gibson's a good guy. Oh yes, you'll never take our freedom. This was 2016. This is us now. Oh yeah, war cry. War cry. So let's go to the business of the Vikings and the trees. So, now, I nearly spat my tea out whenever I found this out. My dad told me my second name is Irish. My dad didn't tell me my second name was Irish. It's Irish. Flannery. So, it used to be O Flannery. Now, yeah, previous, well, listen to this. It's going to blow your socks off. So, I've always talked about Vikings. I love the Vikings in films. I love things like Lord of the Rings and Viking movies and stuff, and Thor just because he's a Viking in it. Oh, Braveheart, yeah, and he's a bit of warrior type, right? Long hair. So, see, I need to calm down now. I'm getting all. Whoo. So, and this thing with trees, the number 7. Oh, and also, just to throw it in there before I've just remembered, when I was with someone a few years back, well, it's quite a few years back, we went to, because this all fits into the story, and if you hadn't heard this before, you're going to be like, what? I was dating this guy, and we'd gone to this house. For 6 weeks, we had to go for a circle, you know, like a magical circle, and we had to sit there in a circle, and it was just at someone's house, and you didn't pay for it, you just went and took, well, you took 50p to have a cup of tea and some biscuits. So we all sat in a circle, and I was like, what's all this about? Because me fella knew, you know, I was into my cards back then, I always have been, and a bit witchy wooey. You know, it's just alchemy, it's just energy, you know what I mean? So, all that good stuff. And like everyone freaks out over the occult. The occult just means hidden. Yes, there's a dark side. There's also a good side as well. So we were just sort of doing these meditation circles, and the woman, you'd sit down and she'd tell you to close your eyes, you know, you go in a meditation, and she'd go through, you know, oh, you're walking down a beach, but then it'd be like, what did you see there? Da, 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 da. Now, mine, I was walking down the beach and she said there was a tree. I saw an oak tree, and it was this big oak tree, and she said, can you see anybody? And if you were like, no, can't see anyone, she went, yes, but you can see somebody. And all of a sudden, this woman stepped out, and she had long, grey, curly hair, about as long as this, long, grey, curly hair, in a white dress that looked sort of, could have been medieval or like Victorian, but a lot like along to the floor, but white cotton dress. I'm thinking white witch. And then I just remember seeing a pestle and mortar, a bowl, and someone grinding herbs in it. Also, my nana, who passed away, her sister used to be a nurse, just sort of saying, linking things up, you know. And that was it. But that was an oak tree. And then a woman stepped out with white hair and a white dress on. Fast forward again, cue and all that, blah, blah, blah. My dad going, oh yeah, well, have you seen the coat of arms? So I was like, what coat of arms? And he's like, the Flannery coat of arms. And I'm like, no. Well, when I found this out, I nearly spat my tea out. Because I only found out this not long ago and I have shared this before. You ready? Boom, 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 din-now, now, din-now, now, din-now, now, din-now. Sorry, it's got like a thing on it because like you can't take a picture. Flannery. Oh, you see this oak tree? It's got 7 acorns on it. You can't see because of this steam. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can go and check it out yourself. Go and Google it now. Put in Flannery crest and coat of arms. You'll probably see one that looks like this. This is just a point that, you know, I don't make things up in my head. So there's the oak tree, coat of arms, right? But normally the one that we came across is this one. And it says this French war cry up here. They don't always have a war cry, but we've got a war cry. And I'll tell you what the war cry is in a minute for the people that don't know. So there's the knight, like the knight at the round table. There's the oak tree with 7. I'm like, he's even got 7 acorns on it. Woo! I was like, oh my God, I need to buy this, by the way. And then I'll go into what it actually means of this, the Irish name. So I'm going to go through it. I need to buy the actual thing, right? So, here is the war cry motto. Are you ready? This is the war cry motto of my surname's shield. Are you ready? I know, I nearly spat my tea out. So it's not a coincidence, is it? The motto, and if you want to go and check it out, go and check it out, because I ain't making it up. I haven't just, put this all together and making it up, as some people like to think. So the motto was originally a war cry or slogan. Mottos first began to be shown with the arms in the 14th and 15th centuries, but were not in general use until the 17th century. Can you make this up? I mean, can you? Can you? 17th? Just saying, because I thought that was hilarious. You know who the number 17 is. 17th century. Thus, the oldest coats of arms generally do not include mottos, but mottos seldom form part of the grant of arms. Under most, I don't even know what that says, authorities, a motto is an optional component of the coat of arms and can be added or changed at will. Many families have chosen not to display a motto. Maybe they didn't want to be seen. Do you know what this one stands for? I'll just put my finger over it. You got that there? That's it in French, whatever. So, but translated, it means, are you ready? The tree thing going on here. May the tree flourish in heaven. Number 7, heaven, 7 acorns. May the tree flourish in heaven. Tree of life. Your tree of life. I was just like, oh, boom. Yeah, we've got a war cry as well. Also, check this one out because this even made me laugh as well. I know, it's good, isn't it? Just looked it up. Oh, just looked yours up, yeah. Excellent. I just moved out of a number 7. Right, where's the other bit? So, and then the other bit was the colour. Because of the colours on the thingamajiggy, Lord of the Rings. That's why I love Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, especially when the trees came out. The meaning of the symbols of colours on the Flannery coat of arms. Now, I couldn't stop laughing because I think it says argent, white or silver. Now, I've had white and silver flashes of orbs and stuff, and it says, denotes peace and serenity. Going for peace, aren't we? Or yellow and gold, because it has got yellow in as well, presents generosity. Hi. Chief, domain, authority, wisdom. That's why it's got an oak tree on it. Achievement in battle. Boom, we're in battle now. Oak tree, acorns, oak leaves, symbol of antiquity and strength. Oh yes. And the red rose signifies beauty and grace. So I thought, there you go. It has, one of them has got a lion at the top as well. No wonder it's got a little lion, just saying. Roar like a lion. And also, it also says, now this made me laugh. Going to the Vikings thing, here we go. Hi. So, this says, recorded as O'Flannery, because it used to be O'Flannery, they got the O knocked off, but O'Flannery and Flannery. This ancient Irish surname was originally a nickname. It derives from the words flan, meaning red, because I know this is red, sons of red eyebrows, which is really funny. Can't speak to anyone in chat because I got distracted. Meaning red and abra or something, and eyebrow. From this, it is easy to deduce the original chieftain, the man, was a man with prominent red eyebrows, so obviously it was ginger haired, and probably a Viking, so that made me want to spit my tea out everywhere. It is not genuinely appreciated that the Norsemen settled in Ireland many years before they transferred their affections to the British mainland. Dublin was the capital of the Irish Viking kingdom in the 10th century AD, and it is probably that the O'Flannery clan, whoop whoop, were from this origin. Well, ain't that funny? Not. It is true that since the 14th century they have been associated mainly with County Mayo. Oh yeah, it's just going about where they were, blah 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 blah, and all that sort of stuff. But I just thought, oh, interesting and interesting, yes. And then it said, I'm sure there was something about the, so let me have a quick nosy. I think there was something else. My fingers are tingling. No. No. Yeah, so isn't that funny? So I don't even, it's just all there. It's all linking up. I don't know if any of you are finding weird things that when you look back now, because we know things are meant to happen the way they're meant to happen, and you look back now and you're like, oh my God, like, it totally makes sense why you could think of past lives, why you resonate so much with films and stuff, why I've always resonated with so-called fantasy films and Lord of the Rings and Vikings, and not that Vikings are fantasy, but that stuff, and that Seven always played in my head, and an oak tree, and when I was younger, like I said, dancing around an oak tree, all that sort of stuff is like, and then it matches up to that. It's not a coincidence, is it? Not a coincidence that we're shouting out a war cry of where we go, one we go all at the minute, but we are in a war and we've got our armour on. I've got mine on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, God, it's just like amazing. Oh, I don't know, Steve. I don't know. But just saying that before I get into some other videos, I'm just going to do a Viking card. 7 is a perfect number. Yes, it is. 7 is a perfect number, and it's to do with alchemy as well. It's like the 7 stages of transformation in alchemy. 7 heaven, 7 realms, planets, whatever you want to call it. 7 days in the weeks, all 7, 7, 7. So, what can I say? So I just wanted to share that with you for the people that don't know, because I have told this story before. People wouldn't know, obviously, if they've not been watching my channel, if you're newish. But let's do the Vikings. Yeah, it could be. And do you know what, Andy? This is what makes me laugh as well. When people go on about, oh, Trump's a Zionist and this, that, and the other, it's absolutely ridiculous. They don't know what the real Judaism is. A bit like the lovely Roseanne Barr. She's Jewish, they think, oh, it's this, it's always that, and they don't look into stuff. What it is. Like I said, the Jewish star, they all get confused with, oh, it's the Rothschilds. Yeah, they get in everywhere. Like I said, that star sign, that 6-pointed star signs for, like the as above, so below. But as someone put it, sounds nicer, as above, so below. As above, so below. As the universe, so the soul. Obviously, we're connected, like I said, to this realm and that realm where the rainbow bridge. And this is what I said the other day about people are forgetting that you're actually human. And in all this fight that's going on now about, oh, you're supposed to be more this and you're supposed to be more that. If you're spiritual, you're supposed to be more this. Yes, you are, but you're still going to be here. We're not going off to a different planet or whatever you think it is. We're still going to be here in a higher state of consciousness, of love and all that. So people are like fighting over this and fighting over that and forgetting that there is a golden time coming in. It's going to be beautiful, but we are human too in this vessel. And the vessel is doing it with the spiritual, with the spirit realm this time. That's why there's a lot of body changes. It's not happened before. That's how I see it. That's how a lot of other people see it. So let's do some Viking cards. I can't believe I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning last night and I'm like quite awake. And got up early with little legs. But like I said, if you're coming in wondering why I've got red and blue, this is not for the election. Even though maybe I will. It was just, I'm trying to take this off to put that on, a bit Tiffany blue, for Tuesday. And it looks like I'm like, that's why I was like, dun 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 dun. That gets, Democrats get knocked out. Demon rats. You know, the real ones. There's good people in the Democrats, there's bad people in Republicans, vice versa. But they got rid of the ones in the Republicans. So that nearly flipped then. Well, you get off the plane when you come out of fear and the mind prison everyone's been in. The plane of existence is the existence they've tried to keep us locked in of their projection of the world. The world's fake. The world's not real. I don't mean Earth isn't real. I just mean what they've projected, their world, what they wanted in their world and had us as slaves and all that everybody knows about is not the real way. So we've got that one. I'm going to have to do 3, haven't I? Now, I don't know these cards because I haven't done them a lot, so I'm going to have to check in the book, but yeah. And it's probably one of them when I can't read them either because of the names. I'm a bit dyslexic, so, you know. Yeah, I do feel energised. I feel energised in all the bloody energy that's going on at the minute, good and bad, but I'll be talking about the energies in a minute and showing you some great videos and a great guy that I'd love to have a chat to on YouTube, so we'll see. See if I can get in contact. It's into Q as well, so that's a good thing. Remind me people at the end of this to read the Q poem out. I'm going to read it every time I'm on now. Yes. Oh. Yeah, we're looking a bit Mel Gibson here with red hair. That's a good one. Ooh. Tiffany blue. Come on. Got the runes. Let's get some men out. Yes. Oh, yeah, what's that one? Ooh. I will butcher these names. But we'll just listen to what they are. So we've got, I don't know if this is Theu. I don't know. I know you'll all be shouting out what it says, but I don't know. So this is number 1. We have, I'm just going to say Fihu. I don't even know if that's his name. That's what I'm going to say. Right, Fihu. The skills and gifts you have within you are your greatest treasure. They will never be stolen. No, because there's a lot of things been going on lately where people are trying to steal other people's energy. It isn't going to work. They will never be stolen. Pay attention to the way you view the links between personal power and wealth. Prosperity needs to be developed over time and then shared. That's what I mean. People go on about money and people who've got money, you know, a bit like Trump. They've got money, you know, they get jealous. But if you're giving back, which he's definitely giving back now for all the wealth he's had, definitely giving back. That's a good thing. And then it says, I am the way to wealth, the power of having and moving, the freedom of having enough, with more to come. I carry my treasure within me, is all. I am Fihu, or whatever that says. Oh, Feihu, it says. It's pronounced Feihu, as it says at the bottom. So I was nearly right. It says Feihu. I'm going to be watching Braveheart this week at some point. Ooh! Because Mel Gibson is on the side of Trump. Mel Gibson loves Trump. He's a good guy. And they knew that. And that's why they tried to make out he was this, that and the other. And then he did Passion of the Christ. And they hated that, didn't they? And then it says, the Vikings who travelled quite a bit had to carry a... Oh, my son was talking about portholes today. Portholes, we said something about passing with Sam Hain, Halloween. And I said, we've got the candles out there for, like, you know, people who are in spirit realm. And he's going, what, in heaven? And he went, oh, yeah, it's like a door, in it, with a light. And you go through it. It's like a porthole. And I was like, yeah. Had to carry portable forms of wealth with them as they traded or explored. Their wealth, therefore, wasn't measured just in gold. Cattle or other livestock, for instance, represented a type of mobile wealth that was literally on the hoof. So his rune is an apt symbol for the idea of prosperity within the Viking paradigm. Can't even say it. Paradigm. Anyway. The Vikings also relied upon the development of a variety of skills: boat builders, carpenters, stonemasons, they all had stonemasons, weapon makers, hunters, weavers, storytellers, artists. So I must have been a Viking artist, that's what I was. Whatever your skill, when you developed it with, or it might have been a Viking witch, that'd be even better, developed it with excellence, it was seen as a valuable treasure. You could take this portable form of prosperity with you wherever you went, and your craft, unlike gold or jewels, could never be stolen. Ooh! And the next one is 20. So, what's this one? That's this one. Oh, yeah. Utopia. They're in a lot of the films. Develop yourself. I think it says manas. Develop yourself in all ways you can. Fulfill your potential. Do not shy away from the collective consciousness. Well, boom shalaka, because it's all coming together, isn't it? The collective consciousness. Human nature means mistakes are made. Well, don't we all make mistakes? No one can say they don't, because that's what it's about. That's how you learn. That's how you evolve. That's how you grow with growth. But we can learn from them. Working with them and for the community, that's what's coming, because that's what all this great shift is about, and the downfall of the old guard. Becoming important for you. Be rational about an issue rather than an emotion. Yes. A lot of people get emotion over nothing. And this one, I think it says I'm not really sure. Number 15. Ooh. Powerful, very naturey. Where's that one? Need to look at these a bit more. This one says, hi. Be courageous. Fear is a necessary part of courage. It is, but they're not in fear. Differentiate between what is yours and what belongs to others. Respect others' property and boundaries. Yes, there's that thing about respecting people's boundaries. And this is why I say you have to put boundaries up, because you don't love yourself and care for yourself if you don't put boundaries up, because you're not going to, like, I don't know, not put boundaries up. If you if you went somewhere and you knew someone was like a psychotic narcissist, and you were sat there and all of a sudden you were trying to be all love, and all of a sudden they go and stab you in the back, because that's what would happen. You do have to put boundaries up in some areas. Step forward and do what is right, even if others do not. Develop deep connections with the plants, the animals, and who share this realm. Yeah, we are all sovereign beings with sovereignty. With sovereignty being taken from us by evil. Well, it's been taken from us, but we're about to take it back. Yeah, we can win. They knew when the masses woke up, it was time over, because it was the end of their world, the end of their game, because there's more of us than there is of them. That's why their magic is, yeah, they do know how to manipulate energies and all that, so can we. But, so there's all that going on with energies, which is good, but a lot is projected to the masses. through, as we know, mainstream media and so on and so forth, and the films and blah, 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 that most of us know about, to keep people down and fearing. But they know when the world, they knew, and this is why they're pushing so hard for the UK lockdown and this lockdown. I've never been in lockdown. What's lockdown all about? There's nobody stood on my door telling me I can't go out. So really, you're not in lockdown. Yes, it's a bit of a pain. For the people who are fearing anyway, because I've always done what I do. I don't go out that much anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. But I'm not in lockdown. I can walk out this door now. They play on the word. You're not in lockdown. There's no military stood on my doorstep. And the people who are freaking out about what they think is coming with the military now, they're not coming to put you in a FEMA camp. They're not coming to give you injections. You'll see what they're coming for. Because there's going to be probably auto-stop. A bit of writing, I do believe. Anyway, that's that. Now I'm going to play some videos because I just thought some of you will have probably seen this channel. If not, go and check it out. Sub, really good guy. Into, Protect Your, Into Q as far as I can say. I posted it the other day, so I'm going to find it. And then I'm going to go through a few of the videos because they weren't too long, but they were really good. And some of them, and another person I shouted out the other day as well. So it's funny how you link up with all the good people that are putting the stuff out, and, and it's just really good. So, let me see. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Oh, we've got a hater in the house. Said only idiots are watching and smart people are voting against Trump. Smart people. Right, to this person. I just want to show this channel. Only idiots are watching and the smart ones are not voting for Trump. Smart people are voting against Trump. Really? Don't really need to comment to that, do we? Because all will be seen. That's hilarious. That's like the biggest laugh of today, that is. The biggest laugh of today? What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. That's tickled me. Be right back. That's tickled me. That's hilarious. Right, so let me find this channel. Yeah, the smart people are voting against Trump. Yeah. Really? The smart people are voting for Trump. Dearie me. People with no brains voting for Biden. Exactly, because he's got no brains, has he? Right. So, which one will I take you to first? Oh, this guy was on Charlie Ward 2 weeks ago. I didn't know. I thought Charlie Ward had gone off. Has he not gone? Oh, okay. So, I don't actually know where it is. Where is it? Oh, yeah. The poem by Mark Atwood, and he did comment on one of my things. So actually, let's pull this up. We're going to listen to this first.
Final yard.
Nikola Tesla.
The best is yet.
Big up Mark Atwood. Is it Mark Atwood? Yeah.
In the days of future past,
Check his channel out.
back on the storm, when the world was wearing masks, when America was torn, when 5D chess was played with such finesse, when criminals floundered and were left to guess. Their codes were broken, their weapons gone. Flynn's digital soldiers marched to the song.
Don't watch a lot
of
now.
QAnon. The song of freedom, the song of love.
Yeah, please check out the Mark Atwood. I think it's called the Mark Atwood Show. Like Susie Q just said, very in tune. Into Q, very in tune with what's going on. I think woke up 5 years ago or something, and I'm going to talk about the awakening and when people woke up, because he's really good what he says in one of his videos, and I need to get this out to people who don't understand.
Unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come.
Trump.
We gathered closely in the end of days, fighting for our rights. When this virus washes through, it'll be like a burst of light.
Schumann.
With golden hearts we raise the earth into the Aquarius age.
Woo!
Phoenicians gone and demons run. We broke out of our cage. King Cyrus rose to take the fight to the fiends of Babel once
Trump.
again, removing fear and usury, the chains that held down men. The song of freedom, the
I
song
know,
of
Effie, I told you.
the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come. In the time of revelations, the devil's hand was shown. His heinous crimes against mankind finally were known. As the great awakening gathered speed, as the veil it turned to dust, new heroes forged and laws were made that finally were just. From Guantanamo Bay to the last hooray, the serpents were all done. The shots heard round the world, and the end of Babylon.
Woo!
The song of freedom,
And the Babylon.
the song of love,
See you later.
the song of unity from heaven above.
Look at that
Once
smile.
we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come.
Remember, that's what we got. Best is yet to
God
come.
we trust and trust the plan. Our faith was tested.
Our faith was tested. Oh, yes, it has. Mine's been tested. This 3 years, is it 3 months, whatever, been tested by people's energy, people out there, people trying to knock me off this plan, people trying to tell me it's not this, it's not that. Well, you didn't win, did you? I'm still here. I'm still talking about it. I'm still on the plan. I don't go into it because I don't need to, like I keep saying, but I stayed on it because I believed in it. I not believed in a false faith, as some people keep saying, or a false, I don't know, belief. I've got faith because I've got faith within me, and I know because I feel it, and that's the difference. It's not because I've been told. It's because I went and did my own research for all that time when Q was on, and when people said it fell down and it got infiltrated. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And even Q said people failed the test. Well, guess what? I stayed on it with a lot of you as well, so.
We held on tight to the might and ran the final yard. The looking glass it showed the way when everything seemed lost.
Woo!
Of the human
Tesla. Sorry, I had to put that back.
God we trust and trust the plan. Our faith was tested hard. We held on tight to the might and ran the final yard. The looking glass it showed the way when everything seemed lost. Survival
The looking
of
glass.
the human race at monumental cost. The storm it came, and when it did, you said it was upon us. We held the lights for the golden
Hi,
age
Esoteric
of
Atlanta.
manifested promise. The song
I'm
of
feeling
freedom,
very.
the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above.
Yes!
When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said,
Getting tingles in the head.
best is yet to come.
I am buzzing, yeah.
The sword of the spirit and the shield of faith, extinguishing the arrow's fire.
Birds going mad.
Finally, the sons of Cain
Bye
laid
bye.
on the funeral pyre. Bittersweet the victory was. In righteous grace we thanked you. We raised our heads and looked ahead to sovereign times anew. The quantum era and Tesla's dreams finally found their way.
The quantum era and Tesla's dream finally found their way. Boom! Everyone freaking out about what Q is and all that. I've always said Q is more than people know. Energy, free energy. It's just going to be amazing. You are so glowing. Yeah, I think you glow when you're in a frequency. You do glow. And it's really funny because I've just been watching the Discovery of Witches when she glows with the power within her. And if you think of that, I was meant to say this the other day. If you've seen the you two, do you mind? I know you're excited because it's nearly time, but you're not on the show. No? Stop answering me back. So, oh, my hands are tingling, the film, oh, what's it called? Where She's a Star. What's the film called? She lights da 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 above me, yeah, yeah. What's that song? Stardust. Yeah, Stardust. She glows like a star because that's what we all are. When she obviously when she's with that guy, which I see as like the alchemic, can I never say that word, union of the feminine and the masculine divine. When she's with him, you know, when they have that silver chain connected, the that's never really disconnected, and also your connection to God, never really connected. That silver chain. When she is with him, she glows, and you do glow, and it's like whoa with that power within you. So that's why I always think when people say people are glowing, you glow with light, basically, like the stars. So I'm just going to put that back a bit because I know Nikola Tesla. So excited. And remember to ask me in a minute about the vivid dream thing, whatever it was called, that I had over a year or so ago.
The quantum era and Tesla's dreams finally found their way. In fireside talks far in the future, we know our children will say, the song of freedom, the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come.
What a beautiful poem. Children will be sat round the fireplace because all this is to say that you didn't sit down, and you can tell your children that you stood up.
Bought by many pet
So-
insurance, we know that
so-
loving your pet can sometimes be a little more complicated than you imagined.
Because, yes, it's Mark Atwood is friends with DJ K Dolly. Look her up. I will, but I just forget, and then but I do find people on my path, so randomly, you know, like someone sent me this anyway. JC what? Yeah. So the quantum truth. I've always said Q was quantum. You know, it is a reset, but it's not the reset everyone thinks. We're going to the flipping reset of the New World Order. Very delusional. You know, we're not going for the reset of the New World Order. It is not happening. So I decided to go and check his channel out, so I did. All right, okay, yeah. Thanks. So I wanted to play just a couple of his because, you know, they said a lot in them. So he was having a chat. I don't know which way round it is, but I'm going to show you this one about, JCK here, yeah, and Mark Atwood on the Ascension. So we're going to listen to this, and I'll go through because this is quite important of that thing of people's awakening. Doesn't matter when you woke up, we're just waking up. That's what everyone should be happy about, right? So let's listen to this. So she's good. I'd love to have a chat with these two. Can you imagine?
Okay, hi everyone. We are doing a very impromptu interview today. Well, it's not an interview, it's a chat, isn't it? With Mark. It's
great when Q fam come together, isn't
It's
it?
the 21st of October, 2020. We've got a really serious topic because a lot of crap's been happening around the world,
I know.
and we felt a big energy shift. And it's kind of coinciding with a lot of
Now, I
stuff.
think this is one where they're talking about energies. They're going to talk about energies that are coming in, energies within people, which I've been saying, a lot of things happening on this side, you know, when you tune into it. So I'm going to try and not talk too much over it. Yeah, I'll check her out.
What's going on in terms of social media and censorship. So today I woke up and my Facebook has been banned again. I've been shut down. And it's been, I think it's a personal thing because my actual group was salvaged and not shut down like it has been before, but me, myself, and a fellow admin or a previous admin, his profiles have got shut down as well. And it turns out that this has happened to a number of people today. So across the board, across the Truth community, a lot of people's Facebook pages have been shut down. So I was talking about this to Mark, and we both had the same feeling about this big energy shift and how everything seems to be coinciding with almost as if
And I love it because I think she says the same thing a lot of us been saying. I've been saying, with all this, you know, arguing in communities and all this, that, and the other, and people, this, you know, because people are confused with what's going on, you know, you can look at friends on Facebook and that, and people are falling out with the families, blah, 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 about Trump, this, that, and the other. Been saying it's all the energy's flying about. So that's why I said sometimes something comes in and you don't know why you're getting upset or feel a bit, what's that? It's all the energies are flying about. The shift is happening. If something gets shifted, shook up a little bit, the energies, you know, the you know, atoms, photon, whatever, are all going to get shaken up within us and around us. We're going to be a bit like, I don't know why I was feeling a bit like that. That's why I said autumn is the time to just rest, release stuff, let go, slow down a bit. If you need, I think they say, you know, if you need to sleep, that's what we've said. If you need to rest, you should be resting following nature because of these times that are going on are bonkers. So I've said that.
the dark is scrambling. Okay, there's this big sort of
The dark is
lift
scrambling.
of,
And I felt
energy.
it since
The
last week
lockdown,
with what's
major
been going
lockdown
on.
in Ireland. Is there other parts of the world, Mark? I'm not sure who's in lockdown under very serious conditions at the moment.
I'm not sure myself, actually, because I'm too occupied with my own lockdown situation.
But also there seems to be just the energy itself. There's a lot of people experiencing a lot of pain, physical pain, and what we would think is ascension symptoms, but we're not quite. I mean,
Well, you know,
Yes, if I can't sleep, I will be watching a bit of, because Trump's rallies are massive, you know, and they are great. But I will be on tomorrow. I'll be on all over Tuesday.
I think I said to you earlier, this is like ascension interference is the real
Yeah,
AI
Jojo.
at the moment. And I think we were talking the other day, and I had this, I think it started, I had this, as soon as I closed my eyes, I had this vision of these faces coming at me, like a 35mm cine film.
yeah.
But then, and you know, and they were all screaming at me, and they were distorted faces.
Latinos for Trump.
Every time I shut my eyes, they were there, and I couldn't stop. So I thought, I'll just close my eyes and see what's going on. And they just kept, and it was like they were screaming.
Yeah, Kelly Yates in chat told me the other day, because we're actually friends on the is it Kelly? Yeah. We speak to each other on the phone. Was saying about sometimes she's been crying and she doesn't know why. I've had that a few weeks ago, just bursting out crying at anything. I mean, I'm sensitive anyway, but I knew it wasn't me. Do you remember me saying, anyone who watches me, I said, oh, and I burst out crying. And it was like but it wasn't me. It just felt like energies of people who were in fear, who are worrying, who have got anxiety, who are not understanding what's going on. As we would say, the ones who are asleep and the ones who are in fear, it was like an emotion for them, because it was like, God, I know how they feel. Do you know what I mean? It's got all that going on.
For help. I don't know, interpret it how you like. But then, personally, I've had this back pain right at the top here. So if I sound short-tempered today, JC, it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault.
Beautiful lady.
It really, really hurts. And I work at a computer, and literally I can do 5 minutes. I have to take a break. So, and then my kids have been in weird, strange moods. I collapsed yesterday. I just had to go to bed.
Can I just say, my youngest, past couple of weeks, because there's all different energies going about, is just, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And he draws me a picture every day. I'm going to show you what he draws me every day, because I'm going to end up with a book full of them. It's like, you could draw something else, even though it's really sweet, but let's go and have a look. Venture into my kitchen. I'll show you. Every morning I've got this little note, and he's like, so I'm just getting lots of these. I'm getting lots of pictures of me smiling in my pink dress, apparently. This one says, love you, I love you. This one, I think this one was this morning, love you. He said, Mum, look at the pink dress. And pink eyes, by the way. But this is me, and that's what he's been doing nearly every day. I'm getting like a picture of myself. Just, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'm like, love you too. Even though he's a little monkey, but that's what he's been drawing. Lots of rainbows. He likes to draw rainbows and rainbows. Always drawing rainbow colours. But you know what kids are like? Very intuitive. Yeah, so it's really cute that that's the sort of energy he's in at the minute. So he's not really. I know some kids are affected, you know, with like school and stuff. He's been okay, as far as I can tell. And I tell him the truth as well. I tell him Trump's a good man. I told him he's a superhero actually, just to get it. I said, oh, you know, he's on the right side. You know what kids are like, but yeah, they do know. So I just had to show you that because it's so cute.
I was absolutely, my whole body was going like, you know.
And that's another thing. That's the energy in my house. You know, it's not that you don't have normal things going on when kids annoy you, because he does stress me out sometimes, and he has to be told because he's a bit like his mum, and he doesn't listen, and he's always yakking like me. But that's the energy, and that's why I put on a post every day. I don't need to be told, you know, looking for validation in chat or anything. I've got that off my youngest son. It says everything to me.
Real pain. I've got this pain here, headache, snots, the whole hip. My son this morning, my school run starts at 6 a.m. and finishes at about 9. And dropping my son off at school, he was grumpy and tired, and I was like, "What's up?" You know what I mean? He's 16, he's fit as a fiddle. So yeah, and I'm getting loads of people saying similar things. I'm in a couple of WhatsApp groups. People are saying, you know, Ascension Simpsons. You saw the abracadabra code with Juicy and Lucy the other day. They're saying we were already ascended, and it does feel like, you know, that. So I've been going around this morning. I've got my Shungai, I've got my Moldavite, I've got my
spray.
I've got my spray here.
We're both spraying.
Oh no, I was doing this before the call.
And I'm going.
Hang on a minute, just messing with my light here. Hang on. Oops. Ooh. It's knocking things off. Hang on. Yeah, I'm trying to put my chair up.
Okay, I was doing that too.
By the way, I wanted to give these guys a plug. This is Pure Heart Alchemy. They're based in Australia.
Pure Heart Alchemy.
They're amazing. I've got.
Oh, this is made in Ireland.
Oh, really?
Bye, Candy Apple.
We could have saved a lot of carbon taxes by just buying within our own countries.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is it feels really. I felt great this morning, but then the back pain came back, and then I'm like.
I've been getting that too. Remember, I kept saying it's between my shoulder blades. There's this weird tension thing going on. I mean, we could sit there and say, well, we're just whinging and we're getting old, and all of that.
Well, you know, I get called an old man every now and then, but it's nothing to do with age because I'm as fit as a fiddle, and you know, I never get ill. You know, I'm drinking celery juice. It's all good.
Yeah.
So I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm sleeping. I'm eating well. Getting my work done.
Well, my feeling, well, the one thing that I definitely felt today, well, I felt it yesterday, was this shift in energy. And I would have thought it was just myself and my own personal thing.
How are you all feeling today? If you're feeling into the energy, I just feel very, even with all the cack that's been going on, I just feel, you know, I always get myself in the good energy anyway, but today just feels very, I mean, it's raining outside and all that, cleansing. It just feels very, sorry about the nail varnish. It just feels very, I don't even, dreamy. Yeah, I can't explain. Just like, I feel the energy. I don't, it's not like, calm. I was going to say, not like, some people might be having different things, but not like, oh my God, like, I mean, it's exciting, but like calm, dreamy, weird, like, it's like it's getting ready. I can't explain it, but I know you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, wow.
What's going on? But it was this really strange sort of shift, and it suddenly felt like I felt I was being interfered with. That was the word that came in my head. I'm being interfered with, and I thought it was a personal thing. And then I asked you, and I said, "Do you feel something weird like this?" I just felt.
And I love what they're saying a bit. You know, is it a personal thing? Because there's a lot of people out there who've noticed, and other people have noticed that, you know, think they're being interfered with, and are blaming it on other situations when it's not. It's because of the shift that's happening.
Interference, and I felt this kind of like almost like a somebody else's feeling, but it felt like insecurity. It felt like suddenly I felt insecure. Before I felt invincible, and suddenly I felt insecure.
See, I haven't felt like that, but I know the people
I would
is.
have just put it down to my own sort of stuff. But then a friend of mine said that she felt a shift, and she pinpointed the time, and I said, that's when I felt it, this massive
You got to remember these dark ones are trying the last thrash. That's all it is.
shift.
Yeah,
going on.
projection,
And
exactly.
almost as if something was interfering. Okay. And then I said to you after I got shut down on Facebook, I realized what a big waste of time a lot of it is, and what a big distraction it is.
Yeah.
And if you're a person who's on a mission, and I think you and I, Mark, and a lot of other people we talk to, we truly, truly are feeling the sense that we are the representatives of this movement, or this mission to bring people over to, or to get, to help people wake up. And
Funny, I used to have a pain in my chest. I don't know if it was before I got into Q or on when I was into Q, and it was like I had to go, and every time I breathed in, it was like I was having a heart attack, but it was like as if your heart was opening. Do you know what I mean? Like heart chakra. So
to spread as much information as possible, so that we do make it, across the line. So that we just say that the light has won, but there is still this residual energy, and a lot of people are getting lost in that. And so,
Yeah, it does feel like that.
there are people getting lost in
I'm
it.
myself a representative of anything. I'm just a bloke in the kitchen, but this stuff is just coming out, and it's like impossible for it not to come out.
yeah.
And
But you've got a public platform. So that's what I mean. That's what.
So remember, we are going through the stages of that alchemic seven stages of transformation of your bodily chakras. They say there's 13 because you've got your galactic, which just means your higher ones, not within your physical body. So the 7, if we're going to love, could be heart chakra. I'm not saying it is that. If you feel bad, you have to check things out. But just saying that's what I got a couple of years ago, and it was like when I breathed in, it was like a bigger pain, and you had to like breathe in. It was like, oh my god, like feel like I'm like. And I used to get it, I think mainly sometimes in the day, but when I was in bed going to sleep. So
And you're a representative, meaning that, it feels as though those of us who are doing this public
Releasing.
work are being steered off course by the dark. That's what it feels like.
yeah,
And the only thing they can do is
see, listen to this bit. Steering people off course. Yeah, in bed. Yeah, that's what I used to get. Steering people off course. So some people are doing it, and then some people are doing it thinking it's something when it's not. But the dark are going to try and steer people off the course. I've had it on air since I started talking about Q. Even before when I was talking about Q, you just get people in anyway. But when I went down the whole, when you go searching, I went down the whole flat earth thing and all that. Doesn't matter what I think we're on. I think we're on around personally. But had all that. It's like they try. It's like gatekeepers. They try to steer you off your mission. But if you know, then you know that it's not going to happen because you know what's going on.
The only thing they can do is throw all these distractions at you by like censoring you. The kind of stuff that it does, it put my whole day out of whack. And it wasn't because I was desperate to get back on Facebook. It was just dealing with everybody's correspondence, and I had a set of.
And we know the dark's been trying to censor, like,
taken up by this distraction.
People.
And then on top of that, all the needs of everybody, the comments, all of that sort of stuff. This is all a distraction, and we were talking about how this sort of energy is just. I'm not sure.
And this is why when people say, "Oh, deleted comments," if any idiots come in like the one before that I showed, I just delete it, because all they're trying to do is distract you. They're trying to distract people in the comments and all that, and that's what they try to do. And that's why when trolls come into the chat, that's all they try and do. It's just.
You were saying that it needs to be transmuted or it needs to be felt. What was it they were saying earlier?
I feel like it's a huge amount of it is coming through me, and I'm transmuting it. So I'm trying to look after myself, alkalize myself, do all the other stuff, have all the good things around you. Say I'm going to go for a walk in the woods as soon as I can after this.
Grounding.
Yeah, and it does, but the thing is, I do feel like this is it's like a purging thing, but it's also There is the element of the fact that we're moving from a carbon-based to a crystalline-based DNA. And
Now the thing is, these two are talking about their awakening and the crystalline. I've talked about that. Many other channels have talked about that because it's what a lot of people talk about. Where depending on where you are, not that anyone's higher than anyone at the stage you're at on your awakening. So some of you will have heard a lot of this, but what I'm trying to say is, go over it, remember. Look at the people that are waking up to the same thing you were waking up to, and that's what's beautiful. It's not for other people in other places to be shouting out about people. Oh, they've just woke up now. Well, we knew about crystalline DNA. We knew about. It's not about that. It's like, oh wow, more and more people waking up. How exciting! That's what it's about.
DNA is being upgraded,
and let them go through.
Let
them go through their process and follow the people who they've been following, because he hasn't. I think he's quite newish to this bit. I think he's grown his channel quite quickly. And let them go through it, and then people follow them, and that's how it's a domino effect. It's not, well, I've been awake longer, you're like, oh, come over it. It's like everybody's doing it. So everybody who's got a voice who wants to go on a platform like YouTube or wherever are going to get on and do it, because then it links up to what, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's how you do it.
That kind of thing is like adjusting to the frequency. Yeah. So if we're adjusting to the frequency, this is going to pass. And if that frequency, as that frequency goes up, these entities or whatever are clinging on. And I think that's what my vision was about. It looked like they were doing this.
They were desperate. Yeah. I mean, I've been getting that too. Yeah.
I think the feeling of insecurity comes from, like, when you get out of any situation.
As Howard says, let go of fear. I'm not in any fear at all. Let go of fear. The awakening energy will find its way in. Yes, it will. Mother Earth's vibrations are raising and healing. I feel, you've got Schumann resonance, and everything.
Isn't good. If you've been used in a bad situation and you come out of it, it's a bit like Stockholm syndrome. You miss your captor,
So this isn't like
was torturing you every day.
Sharing this of like, oh, I've just awoken to this. I haven't just awoken to this, but it's great sharing to other people. Look, more and more people are waking up.
I think it's a bit like that, because
to certain things.
Entities and stuff around you controlling you and doing, guiding your every day. Because these things come through people, don't forget that. When people react and speak to you and things like that, when it's like, what was that? It's not, they're coming
It
through.
wasn't them, it wasn't them. It triggers, so what they do is, I was talking, I can't remember what I was talking to.
Digital soldiers.
They sort of hook into your traumas or your old patterns and beliefs, and that's what gets amplified, I guess. I think when people think of entities and stuff, they think of just a physical manifestation, like a devil sitting there on your shoulder. If you try to just not think about the physical form that they take, and to think of it as energy and the type of energy that it is, it's vampiric in nature or parasitic in nature. It's opportunistic, so it will, and it feeds off loosh, what's called loosh, which is these lower kind of vibratory emotions and stuff like that, very base emotions, insecurities. It feeds off anger, fighting. There's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of bickering and stuff like that. And I really think that
listen to this one with the people who've been trying to bicker, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's what this is. I mean, people can sit there and say, if you're just living in the 3D world and go, oh, well, everybody's breaking up because, they're locked in together and that's why that's happening. But that's not necessarily the case, because even in towns where they're not in lockdown, people are experiencing this massive shift because frequencies are matching equal frequencies, right?
Yeah, equal frequencies are matching equal frequencies. That's what I've said. What you focus on will come in. If you're vibrating at a good energy, a higher vibration than a lower, negative, you're going to attract people who are from a higher vibration. If you're a lower negative vibration, not being very positive, you're going to attract those people to you, wherever you are outside. If you're doing a channel, if you're on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever it is, you are going to attract them sort of people, because negative people love negative people because they all resonate with each other. Positive people with a higher vibration resonate with positive people, because positive people you just buffer against the negativity. And some people who are negative just don't like the positive because they see people all like, oh, and they're like, oh, and that's why they try and bring people down. So, misery loves exactly. So that's how it works. So, that's why I say people shouldn't be moaning if they have a channel and it's negative, they should try being positive, because that's how it works. And then you get that sort of thing going on, and you know, people of a lower frequency like to have a bit of drama going on, and they like to, that's just what they play games with each other as well. So, you know,
And lower,
Their friends and connecting with other people, and everything's shifting.
everything's shifting.
this is why I
Yeah.
connect to people like this, come
Yeah,
across them,
absolutely.
a lot of people, and then find out they're also into Q, and I'm like, yes, lovely
Yeah, and I
people,
think
lovely
for me, for
energy.
example, sometimes I think I manifested that last year.
Yeah, stick to the high road.
I mean, I
Exactly.
think I manifested the getting banned off Facebook because I think it was.
Manifesting everything.
I know, big manifesto. Okay, so I was talking to you, and I'll go, just keep getting interrupted. And it was like every I think I calculated it was like every 10 seconds I was getting Facebook notifications, and I went to bed and I went, God, I just wish this would disappear. I wish the interruptions would disappear. And I literally woke up and it was gone. Like the Facebook was gone. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe we're tapping into, if this reality is controlled by an AI, maybe it's responding on a quantum level to us, you know, ascending. So our vibration is not matching that of that very kind of lower vibration of some sort of social media platforms, which are very kind of, you know, there's that kind of bickering nature. There's so many different energies that are competing with one another.
Exactly.
And maybe like if you are at a certain level, maybe that disappears for you. I don't know. Maybe that's what.
I think some people have, you know, people have been ascending for centuries, and some people have been this decade. Some people who are here in 3D with us now.
See, this bit, I love what he says. Like I said, it's not because when people go on about, oh, I've been awakened years ago, I believe this as well. They're warriors who've been awoken a long time. Very, very strong, because they've had, especially if they're still here, because they've had to go through all this, you know, and look around and people not be awake. But also what he says, which I said the other week or the other day, whenever it was, there had to be different ripples of people. Some people wouldn't have been able to wake up so many years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever it was, because they wouldn't have got through it. A lot of people haven't got through it. A lot of people do take their lives through stuff of, you know, way back. So, but that's how the Great Awakening works, you know. Them people then, and then people now. Nothing wrong with it. Everyone has to wake up.
Already ascended and is just helping us. I mean, we're all at different stages with all of that. But I think that there's a couple of things I wanted to say. Firstly, in case if Facebook's been taken down for you, if anybody's watching this on Jace's channel, make sure you sign up to her email list. If you're watching this on my channel, sign up to my email, because email is the only way.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook can take you down any minute. YouTube can take you down any minute. As we've seen a massive purge recently. So email is really, really important. The other thing is, this is a conversation. Don't leave comments about me interrupting Jace, because there's a conversation. Because I get those comments.
I get that as well when I was on Charlie Ward or whatever, and people go, oh, why does Dolly interrupt him all the time? Like he said, don't comment like that. It's ridiculous. I don't mean you lot in chat. I think that as well. When you're having a conversation with someone, it's different if you're having a conversation with on YouTube, like they're having a conversation, and he says he has to butt in because she's like me. She talks a lot. You know, and people just say that, hi, JP. So it's like conversation.
Really annoy me. So that's those out of the way, because I've got to pay important. The other thing is, this is a conversation. Don't leave comments about me interrupting Jace, because there's a conversation. Because I get those comments really annoy me. So that's those out of the way, because I've got a pain in my back. I'm allowed to say that. But I feel like this is all positive. This is a positive thing. We're in a state. We're in this process. Yeah. Okay.
This is why I say don't fight about who woke up first. It's a process. It's the stages we're going through. It is a positive thing.
And some of us feeling it
Divine
really hard.
timing, yeah.
Some of it are not feeling it at all, but they won't be watching this video anyway. So to anybody that's feeling it, I think it's just the time to focus on your frequency, focus on grounding. Focus on quiet time, and then also laughing. You know, try to laugh your way through it, because that's why I'm putting up comedy sketches on my channel. Yeah.
Well, that transmutes it all. That transmutes all of that does its own.
That's the idea.
Yeah. Right, I'm just gonna have to go and get my drink. So just hang on 1 minute. Talk among yourselves. Oh, my dad sent me a good one. Ooh. Yeah, they gone quiet when I walk out the room. It's good. They like to hear the phone. Yeah, my commercial break has just ended.
That's the idea. Just to like that laughter is the best thing. You know, you transmit everything with laughter. That's why there's no comedy going on at the moment.
Yeah. And music, even music, no music festivals, no that absolutely raises your vibration. The right kind of music.
As most of us know, you know, they did affect us with certain music. That's why they don't want you doing anything in the pandemic, because they don't want you laughing, they don't want you smiling, they don't want you dancing, they don't want you doing nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
So that takes me to, I'm writing a PDF, okay, and because I've got so much work to do, this is why I should have been out a few days ago, but so this is where the distraction comes in, because everything distracts you. So this is my lockdown survival guide, okay, and I've made about 10 points. But this is very, very a lot of great information for those of you who are in lockdown, and even for those who aren't in lockdown necessarily, but you're really struggling with what's going on at the moment. I think that all of this information is going to help, no matter where you are, no matter what country, because I'm asked every day what's happening in this country, what's happening in that country, when, and it's not about the when, and this sort of survival guide kind of helps everybody with that. So that's going to be released very soon. I'm going to try to finish that today with an MP3 for those of you who want to listen to it. Or
has she got a channel?
Great tips. And I'll release that with a video. I did an interview with a young man who lives in Victoria, and he's been in lockdown, and he's not, you know, he doesn't have kids and things like that. He's on his own. So that kind of the massive change for him, you know, in having been able to go to work every day and seeing lots of people, and he's now on his own in lockdown, and what impact that had on him. So I was hoping that real story was going to help people who are in this state. Because the reality is we don't want to lose any more people, right? There's so many people.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Just not coping with this energy right now. This is a bombardment of negative energy, but if you're already feeling vulnerable, that kind of thing is going to really be the thing that is the tipping point. So we really need, this is why we're focusing on, I think that, Mark, this is why we're kind of driven to put content out, because we're trying to help as many people as possible. We're trying to connect people through these kinds of pieces of information.
I said,
but also, why are there so many people doing it? No matter when they've woke up to whatever, people will resonate with who they want to resonate with. You know, they'll go to channels they want to listen to. Some people might believe what I stuff I go on about and Q and all that, and are into that, but they might listen to other people. You know, they might not like the way I put things across, but it doesn't matter. It's just, as long as you're getting that information, then, you know, it's okay.
I went to the guy that Joe, who helps me record my poems, and he looked down and said, "What's the matter?"
Oh, thank you, Claire Lee. Claire Lee has just said she can't believe she's been talking about the strong energy all evening and get told about this channel, and you're all talking about the energy. Oh, yes.
25-year-old kid. I was like, what?
Because it's going on, see? Synchronicities, everyone's feeling it.
Flies, right? Now, Ireland already has the highest rate of young male suicide in the world.
Oh, my God.
Now, he just mentioned suicide. Something happened to somebody that I know, not that I knew, but somebody I know who knew somebody, happened this week of suicide. And this is where I say, when people are confused and stuff, things can happen. That's why people have got to be careful, because, and this is what, you know, this control system that's been in for a long time, get people to do that on many levels, because they love having people confused about their lives and what we, you know, what we really are and how we're supposed to be living. And that's why a lot of us have grown up where things haven't quite made sense, but we don't know why. And when people can't make sense of themselves, that's when some people think that there's something wrong with them when there isn't. But also with the lockdown thing is a lot of people are obviously feeling lonely because people are losing jobs, this, that, and the other, and all that's going on, and that's what's. But like I said, we are in a war. We've been in a war, and it's not exactly been a war as in the old wars like World War One and Two, where there's been, you know, I mean, I know there's been things going on in other countries, but we know that's planned as well. The way it used to be, it's been a war in our minds and stuff, you know.
For years and years. Well, if he's saying they're dropping like flies, you know, I was like, so I, you know, immediately brought him here and I gave him some CBD oil and I just, you know, pep talked him. But, you know, my son
people
came
need
home
each
from
other, and that's why they
recently,
want
a
us
15-year-old girl
separated.
had committed suicide.
People feel alone.
This is serious, right? This is a serious bloody issue. I've got my friend Dale, who's an artist, working on mental health stuff, and we're talking about mental health things. It's so important that
Mental health's
during
very
the
important.
lockdowns that are happening wherever you are,
Because the energies won't do people any
ignore
good
the
either.
rules. You
If
go
they're
out
confused.
and you see your neighbours and you keep in touch. Anybody that's lonely or anybody that's vulnerable, go and see them. Take them.
And this is why a lot of us get on a channel, talk about stuff, especially live as well. What we're doing now is to show people, as I've said and said before, so you don't feel alone. So you can see other people are feeling the same thing as you, and maybe talking about something you resonate with. This is why we're on the tube. This is why we're on Instagram. This is why people are all over doing their path, doing their mission. The way they do it doesn't matter. The way you do it to help people who can find people on wherever they're going to get them information from and feel they can chat to people like you lot doing chat, because that's why I say it's a beautiful chat. And you can realise in these times where we've, you know, why this is going on, because there's still going to be a lot going on. People can see people talking about it. They don't feel, as we know, mad, alone in this spiritual fight, this spiritual war, and it will help them and have more faith to hold strong and get through it with people, and people can make friends in chat and stuff, and you know, stuff like that. I've spoke to a lot of people off my chat and stuff like that, and it's amazing. And I've seen people go and come back because they've realised what's coming on, what's happening, and that things I was talking about a while back, they could see that it's making sense now, you know, because they're seeing it, and that is what's needed. Yes, Dolly, I needed to add to the list what you bring community. Thank you, Jojo. We are nourishing each other spiritually here. It's fab. It is, like I said last night when I asked what am I bringing you, you bring it me as well. You know, when I see you all in chat getting on, the lovely comments after, obviously I remove nasty ones because it's just a lower form, I'm not interested. But especially when there's a live chat going, and even people who don't live chat can see, because there's people who just comment now and again, you know, come in, or I've seen your channel, or blah, blah, and they can see that this is how New Earth will be. This is how we will communicate. This is what we want. We don't want the trying to separate people, trying to ridicule people. We've had enough of that on this journey. All that stuff, that's a very old pattern, a very old behaviour that we've all done it, you know, things in the past, whatever. We want to come away from that. But you still put your boundaries up at the end of the day. It's not about moving your boundaries. It's you know, sit by the fire and all talk and chat around it, telling stories and tales from yeah. Oh, we'll have to have a big camping session or something. But yeah, you know, so remember, I've been on YouTube quite a bit, and I've seen some communities argue and go on, and I've even sat in my chat when I first started going live, and it's quite nerve-wracking to go live. It's quite a hard thing to do, so big up all the people that do go live, because you have to think what you're talking about, look at chat, try and get involved, deal with the trolls when they come in and all that, so it is quite distracting, but I think I do quite well. Used to get a bit more triggered a while back, but you learn to calm down a bit, but still, you know, I'm proud of myself for getting this chat up to the standards that it's up to, because it is a beautiful chat, and that's down to you lot in chat as well. And like I said, I've been in chats before when you just get loads of trolls coming in, because that's what they thrive off. That's what they thrive off. But who wants that? You know, who wants that? Even the people who go and do that out of just like, oh, I've got to go over there and say this in the live chat. Why do you have to do it? Why? That's just feeding that sort of energy, you know. Don't like it, don't watch, and so on and so forth. In the life out there as well.
Because that's all
Bye,
high
Lois.
vibrational
Thanks for
frequency.
coming
I
in.
think this is the time where we have to take responsibility
Sounds
for this
nice.
because we're the ones holding it, right? Every one of us, everybody watching this video is holding.
We are holding the frequencies. This is why I said it doesn't matter what I talk about. People don't believe this, that, and the other. People, you know, from elsewhere. It's a frequency you're giving out. I spoke to someone once on Skype, and it was, oh, what was his name? The guy off, some of you might know him. Oh God, his name's just gone out of my head. The guy off, oh my God, I don't even know what the channel's called. Oh my God, what's it called? Oh, it's a Flat Earth channel anyway, but it had a lot of things in about energy. I think he had two. The guy with long hair, my God, why can't I remember his name? Flat Earth Paradise. Really good videos. And I spoke to him on Skype ages ago. Like I said, I connect to people behind the scenes. And even though I was talking about stuff and he was talking about stuff, some stuff I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. And he was like, he did just say one thing, see, it doesn't matter if you don't totally resonate. He just said, yes, but it's not necessarily what you're saying or what you believe in. It's the frequency, magic word, that you're giving out to people. And yes, that's what it is.
The light and holding the frequency to move us properly onto the rails, into the right timeline, which I'm 100% convinced we're on. I know we are. And it's just like it's like a birthing. I mean, I'm saying that as a guy, right? So don't shoot me down, but it is like a birthing process, isn't it? To some
Yeah.
degree.
Well, it's not that we're not going to be on the we are on the right timeline where there's I mean
Yeah,
I
we
still
are.
see this massive
Feel
positive
it.
future, okay? But it's like in the meantime, the longer people are distracted by or succumb to this negativity that's around them, that's being thrown at them, because I just feel like energy is being thrown at everybody. The
That's
longer
right.
it's going to take. Okay, and we really need to get there. And I think that's what it is. I mean, the amount of emails I get every day. I want to thank everyone for all of these amazing.
Because it's hard. There's a lot of people that are shouting out about stuff. They don't understand why they think the military's being brought in and why this, and they're looking at the New World Order stuff that was put out ages ago. So they scream about that, and then that's fear mongering, and then people think that's what's going. That's why there's all this stuff going about.
Comments and emails that I get every single day. I mean, they're saying to me, you know, you've pulled me out of depression, or just you gave me hope.
Thank you, Claire Lees. I'm glad you've come in from wherever. Did someone tell you about the channel, or did you just stumble in? Did you see, nothing's a coincidence. When people are looking, they'll find the right people that they resonate with. And you do find them. And it's not just because of algorithms, like people say. You will find the right people if you follow the signs. Oh, who's gone? Has Katie gone? Has somebody gone? Oh, your old sage is in as well. You're just so tired all the time. Rest. It's autumn time. It's time for rest. You'll see in my cards after what my card said for today. But yeah, divinely guided. So I don't know if who was it now? Claire, where Claire popped in from, but yeah.
I never thought that, you know, that there was anything to be hopeful for, and the way you explain
Night,
things.
Katie, whoever's just popped out.
I'm pretty sure you probably have the same thing.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
you gotta
But all of
go,
this,
guys and
it's
girls.
just
Bye,
like,
Katie.
we don't want it to take so long. You know, we want people to really, because if more and more people raise their vibration, and that sounds like a really twee sort of comment, you know, raise your vibration, but we're basically just talking about, you know, that, because it's a feeling. It's like you're not bogged down and you're not feeling that depression. There is hope. There's a spring in your step. There's something to look forward to. And if you are constantly focused on the mainstream media, that hope kind of...
So I say don't watch it. Just look at it and go, oh, right, I don't suffer from depression or anything. I don't, my brain's not wired to dwell on stuff. It just doesn't, you know, I know what takes me away from that sort of stuff, and that's what I go and do. And that's why I say do what you love and love what you do.
Dwindles. It really does, and it confuses you.
No, it doesn't dwindle. It disappears like that. I go to the shop and I look at the newspaper stand. Like,
All the MSMR is the little wizard in The Wizard of Oz that made out he was a big wizard till you pull back the little curtains, the veil, the thinning of the veil. Oh, it's you, you little shit. Oh, it was you all this time, was it? It's not this big line, no, it was you. Oh, okay.
And if you don't
Illusion,
hold a shield
illusion.
of protection around you when you read that stuff. I mean, I only read it because I want to know why they're all so scared.
Hollywood.
And everything else. I've been getting emails from people saying that they've been going into shops. They've got like it's like they're invisible, right? And that's what happens when you're vibrating on the
They're
right
not
frequency.
creative
They
enough
can't
anyway.
see you, or any entities that are attached to them know that.
Oh, ye old sage, the UN have been shown for what they are. I mean, a lot of people know, and they will be shown for what they are, and the Red Cross, and lots of other charities and things like that are running under charities. It's not all charities, just saying. It's not all that all people know we're working from, but they will be shown. They already have done with the Q stuff and everything. Q knows about that. They will be shown. Because if the army comes in under Q, under the UN, you'll be like, what the fuck, what? More like, you need the Marines and that. But yeah, they will be shown. All will get shown for what they are. Because we know what the UN is.
There's no point coming at you, right? And I think that's really important to understand. Going back to what you said.
Oh, sorry, Claire said. Someone told me earlier from Facebook when I mentioned I felt higher energy. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it won't take long for you to fit in. You fitted in quite well just now because you've come in and said hi, so that's good.
About not thinking of entities like demons sitting on your shoulders. They put devices into your soul, right?
Yeah,
where we sit there and harvest, and they're harvesting. And then they trigger the insecure. I felt insecure yesterday. It was really weird because I'm not an insecure person.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do I feel so insecure?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to curl up in bed, and that's okay.
You feel
But
tired,
just tell everybody
anxiety,
turn
go
the
to
phone
bed.
off and get that away from you.
Yeah.
Get all your tricks out if you've got any tricks. But definitely do not engage with mainstream media at all.
Absolutely. It is.
This is why we say go for walks in nature. Take your shoes off if you can. I mean, weather's a bit naffy for doing anything like that, but you don't have to take shoes off. But it is better to ground without shoes on. But go for a walk in nature, that'll ground you anyway. Take a hot bath, go to bed early, make sure you're getting your sleep, switch the TV off, or watch a good film. I know people go, I shouldn't watch films feeding into it, but anything that makes you feel good, really good music. This is where I say with boundaries, it's all right to say no to people. If someone's asking you to do something, not that many people are doing much like going out and stuff, but someone's asking you to do something and you really don't feel like it because you're not in the mood, or you just don't want to be around people at the minute, or what, I don't know, whatever it is, or you just don't feel, there's something you just don't feel you want to, you can say no to people. You can say no. Hi, Clifton, you can say no. It's all right to say no. You don't have to be a yes person. And people think as well, if you're classing yourself as like spiritual, you have to be a yes person. No, you don't. It's for you and your journey and your growth of how you grow and are kind to yourself. There's no point giving everything out and giving all your energy out and depleting yourself. So your energy's going everywhere. You've got to recharge somewhere. So yes, it's fine to say no. Let's reconnect there. It's fine to not, be in other people's spaces or energy. It's even all right not to hold space for some people, as much as people say. It's all right not to, if it's going to, deplete your energy. And that might just be for a day. It might be for half an hour. You might just need, like with kids, young kids are hard. My little one annoys me sometimes, not in a bad way. It's just a child. When you're tired, you can get a bit snappy. I was very tired today. I went to bed late. It's like, oh, not gonna, because he's constantly, at that age, constant question. He's a very bright child, but sometimes you just think, whoa, I'm just gonna go and have a bath, and I'll have that however long you have a bath. Even washing the pots, anything. Be there when you're washing, like the water flowing over your hands and this, that, and the other. Be present with yourself. Don't be present in the mainstream media and stuff like that. That's why I say, when you're all shouting out in chat like, oh, have you seen this channel? Have you seen that channel? I will try and check some channels out. I'm not watching a lot at the minute because it's like, I'm just trying to do other stuff, and I'm watching some stuff because I'm seeing stuff go on, and I love the awakening. But yeah, Hollywood, yeah. But it's all right to say no.
I think we're going to entitle this. What is it? Put did we say? AI distraction. What was it?
Ascension interference, the real
Yeah.
AI.
People always go on like AI's evil, AI's bad. You can still have AI, it's just got to be in balance.
Yeah, ascension interference. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just this has just made me. Now you can either sink or swim. This is another thing I wanted to say to everybody. In times like this, when you are being
just living and
bombarded by
being.
information, I understand that everybody wants information. I totally get that, and that's why my Q&As, like the questions that I'm being thrown at with Patreon, is just unbelievable, and all of that I have to go through and consolidate. But I started to realise that all of that's a distraction as well. That kind of confusion and
Yeah, what ye old sage just said there, me and my husband haven't watched TV since March. You realise how ridiculous and pathetic it is. Exactly. Brainwashing.
diverting your attention in different areas. Who's a truther? Who's right? Who's wrong? All of that. It's just noise. And for me,
And the films are good in a sense because they do predictive programming, but you can see what they're trying to put out and what they're trying to say is not true when it is, and what they're saying, is true when it's not, vice versa.
really believe that I have, came into this time at this moment to do this public work. You can do this too, but on a maybe private level, but everybody has their position in this. Now, I suddenly been thrust into this.
Ooh. Sorry about that. That was just a little text off me fella. So I had to say night to him. He's tired off to bed, which I'll be going soon. But yeah. So where are we?
Private level, but everybody has their position in this. Now, I've suddenly been thrust into this public role, just like you have, Mark, and it's a case of right now, because of all of this, you either sink or swim, okay? So I could either go, oh my God, I can't handle this, oh, these people, I don't know where to, and that could just totally make me fail on my mission, but it's actually...
That's what it's all about. That's why I said, like, trolling and thing like that, people who come in comments and try and put you off, it's just to put you off your mission. But you don't let it put you off your mission.
On the opposite, I've actually gone, right, well, I've been banned from Facebook, so now I'm so focused. I realise how petty everything is. I realise how ridiculous all of that noise was, all of those comments, ridiculous comments that people leave for me.
Yeah, you kind of let to see through the codes, yeah.
Things. I'm just like, I'm done with it and I'm focused.
Bye,
and
Maggie. She's going watching the rally. I'll be checking up on them, but I won't be watching them tonight. I mean, I've got to save my energy for Tuesday. It's Monday tomorrow, nearly Tuesday.
This information out. I need to be there for the people on a collective level. I may not be able to see you one-on-one or whatever, and I've given only a small amount of people to be able to do that too. But this is like the big picture that I see. It's all of that is just noise, because we're either going to sink or swim in this. And if we keep getting distracted by the political dramas that are going on, who's been killed, who's at this and that, that's fun kind of gossip, but really, is it making your energy vibrate at a higher frequency? Are you going to be able to transmute a lot of this negative stuff that you've been holding on to? And a lot of it is going to come up. It's going to really come up in the next few months, okay? Because you have to look at it to let go of it. And if you know anything...
This is what I was saying. Even the people in the spiritual community, it's got to be seen. It's got to be seen. But you've got to let go. And that's what I've been talking about for months and months and months and months. Letting go. We've got to let go.
About therapy or psychotherapy, if you do trauma-based therapy, that's what happens. They say to you, there's a lot of stuff that's going to come up. Are you prepared to deal with it? Okay. And I think there's a lot of people who don't have the tools to be able to cope with this stuff. And they
Exactly.
need that hope in order for them to have
And that's why there's people on the tube trying to help people and say what they do that helps them to get, their tools that they use to get their mindset in the right position. Because when this drops, a lot of people who think they're okay are going to fall again because, you've got to have that quite in strong. That's why I say it's great that there's people all over, no matter, when they came on the tube, how fast they're moving up, doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with that. It's about helping
reason
people.
to keep going. Okay. So
Reason
if
to
you
keep
have been
going.
bombarded by a lot of negativity in this world, like you've lost your job, your relationships breaking up and all of that sort of stuff, just see it as these were the things that were hidden in the dark, the things that you probably weren't addressing necessarily, and you've really got to see the silver lining. It's kind of like, have you heard those stories of people whose houses are burnt down?
I've always said that sometimes if you lose your job, or even not with this going on, it might have been a thing that job was, it wasn't really meant for you. And you'd eventually find one in the end that was for you and more suited. You might even find out in these times that some of them might have been nefarious, who knows?
And then they turn around and they've just changed their whole life because they've decided, they realised that it was just stuff that they were clinging to. And even though they went through this massive tragedy, what came out of it was a realisation of they didn't really like their job, for example. They didn't really, they didn't really need all that stuff. And I kind of feel like that's where we're going to, because we really, all of that old world stuff that we're attached to, it's being shown to us as it's unnecessary. And we have to kind of go through all of that to get to this beautiful sort of point. So all of this other stuff is a distraction. All of this trolls. Yeah, we have to let go.
Emotion is energy in motion, and if it doesn't, the last few years of my life has all been about huge, horrible stuff. And I was saying, like 3, 5, 6 years ago, I feel like I'm being prepared for something.
Being
And here
prepared
we
for
are
now.
having this conversation. How surreal, really. And he spoke to you 4 weeks ago. Look, boom, 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 and this is the reality of it, and it's actually pretty exciting. It just hurts, just really. Because of the lockdown, there's nobody to give me a massage, so I start reaching to the bad spot.
Don't start inviting people to.
Anybody gets
I'll give you a virtual one.
Anybody can do virtual ones. Just get right shot. So.
It is. It's a shame that it's so. Yeah, it manifests as a physical thing. I think. I don't think everybody is getting the physical symptoms. I think there's something else. That, I think it's sort of coming up in different ways for different people. So it may come up as
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Yeah, it might come up as an anxiety.
But I might see some
or just
energies, but some not.
Programs, old stories coming up, old things that you thought you dealt with are coming up. Maybe just old insecurities need to be revisited.
I should be tired. I went to bed at 3. I will be. I will be energised on Tuesday. Watch how I'll be bouncing off the walls.
All of this I'll sort of talk about in that guide that I was talking about, that surviving lockdown, because it's really not just about lockdown, because this is, you're kind of being imprisoned in your own head. So it's essentially, what do you do if you've got no other options? What do you do what do you need to focus on, and how do you feel?
Maybe you should retitle it "Surviving Ascension" because it goes beyond.
But anyway, because I can't be on much longer, check out, that was the Mark Atwood show, and that was with JCK and Atwood, Ascension Interference, because it's got a load of stuff in that. And the only little video I want to show you as well that he has put out there. Now, a lot of people know, or maybe coming across, depends where you're at in your path and your awakening journey and your path to you and your path to what's going on, because it's multi-layered, is a lot of people will have heard. Now, one of the books I give to a friend, and I haven't had it back, but I don't need it because it does miss a few things out in the book, is The Secret and The Source, Law of Attraction. A lot of people know about that. And I'll just play this to jog people's memories, or maybe people haven't heard of it. I mean, I know about this because I do use it. I don't always use it because I forget sometimes, but that's why I think in my life, certain things that have come in that I've always sort of worked out, because I don't worry about stuff specifically, but it's always been missed out really when people say, oh, I've done the law of attraction and it didn't work. It's like, what did you do? Oh, I just said this and that was it and nothing came in. It's not how it works. You visualize it and you feel it as if it's already happened. It's the feeling of it. You speak it out loud, you feel it as if you've already done it. It's like I am. It's not I want. It's more like that I am whatever it is that you want. And when you're bringing things in like abundance, it should be for all as well. You can ask for wealth and health, but I like to put out as well for humanity. But if you're saying something like some sort of job you would like, you've got to act as if it's already happened, it's already here. And you've got to keep that mindset, and there's no fear of it's not going to come in because it's already here, it's already happened. Because your subconscious doesn't know any different to it being real if you're telling yourself that. So you have to put the feeling like it's already happened, it's already here, you're already doing it. So yeah. So, because this is just a little video, I can show you this one. Oh, where is it? Just find this video again. Oh, he's just put one up as well. Remix, the best is yet to come. Oh, I think has he remixed his poem? So, how to manifest for those who may be not knowing of it, or getting into it, or don't know about it. I don't know.
Coming out. I always feel a calling to come here because the castle where Yeats did his magic is.
And that's why she says, with the pen in the hand, I have lots of notebooks where I write things down, and gratitude is big as well.
Behind me.
Gratitude.
And this episode is about magic. I'm going to call this "Let's Manifest the Future That We Want Right Now."
And we are. There's a lot of people at the minute sort of not manifesting as such. I mean, it is for them, as in, oh, I want this money, I want this. It's not about that. That's not really what you manifest for. We're manifesting for this new earth. We're manifesting for the way that we want to go now.
And the reason I'm doing this video is because I was working this morning and I thought, we've really got the power. We have the power. I'm reading the comments and all the videos and everything else, and just want to say thank you to everybody for all those comments that you have put on the videos. The abracadabra code.
Oh, can I just say, because I've got to get this. Just gonna have to interrupt. I'm gonna have to sing a song because this song came in when I was in the kitchen, and I thought, oh my god, what were the lyrics to it? YouTube's been super glitchy, yeah. And I thought, oh my god, let's put the Trump to it. Now I did a few years ago, Trump to one I watched today. Yeah. Oh, I sent you that, didn't I, Kelly? Trump, as in Flash Gordon. Trump, saviour of the universe. We know it's not just him who's saving us, it's us, but having a laugh with it. And then, do you remember this song? Just before I play that little video. Are you ready for this? Oh, what did I put to it? Oh yeah, there was a song in the 90s, I think it was 90s, not sure that. And it went something like, and it's got rap in it and all that. I'm not rapping, but it was, do you remember No Limit by Two Unlimited? No limits, we reach for the sky. No valley too deep, no mountain too high. No limits, we won't give up the fight. We do what we want, and we do it with pride. I was like, Trump, 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 Trump. There's no limits, Trump, Trump. So imagine me in the kitchen to Finn going like this. I was like, Trump, 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 Trump. There's no limits, no, 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 no. No, 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 there's no limit, no, 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 no. Things like this, no, no. He's like, Trump, 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 Trump. And we're like, Trump, Trump. Oh, then oh God, I was laughing my head off. It was just funny. So it'd be like Trump, 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 Trump. There's no limits, no, no limits. We reach for the sky. No valley too deep, no mountain too high. No, no limits. We won't give up the fight. We do what we want and we do it with pride. Trump, 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 Trump. Join in. Trump, 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 Trump. Oh God, I was in one of their moods today. And then he starts rapping, so I'm not going to do it. Hard to the core, I feel the floor. When I'm on stage, yo, you're going to ask for more. And when Trump shouts out, fake news. And then it's like, I'm on the edge. I know the ledge. I work real hard to collect my cash. Tick, 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 tick. Take your time. Oh, it's coming. When I'm going for mine. Open your ears and you will hear it. I tell you this because there's no limit. And then it's like Trump, 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 Trump. There's no limit. Trump, 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 Trump. Sorry, just had to get that one in there because I knew there was something I was singing to Finn today, and he was like, yeah. He's told me that Trump is fighting Vanos, so there you go. I said, oh, yes. So just go back to the video saying, that's the energy I was pumping out. I do it that way. The song comes in, I'm like, yeah, that's a joyful energy. It doesn't matter. Make stupid songs up. That was me pushing that energy out for Trump for the election. It's like, yes, go. Oh, there he is. Woo! Woo! Oh, he's not there. And if you not noticed, they're all playing Michael Jackson songs. Santa Surfing's played Can You Feel It? That's what I sang at the beginning to a great video. They're all playing Can You Beat It? Can you? No, that's not even the tune, is it? No one wants to beat it. Might have a look at that in a minute before I go. Michael Jackson songs. Interesting. Slap in the face. So let's just go back to that quick video before I go, because I'm knackered. But still got energy. Where was it? Where's that gone? Right, shut up
Everything
now.
else, and just want to say thank you to everybody for all those comments that you have put on the.
And can't you tell this guy's
the
energy? Nice.
Abracadabra code. I know some of you have complained that it's hard to understand what Juicy and Lucy are saying, and I fully understand that, but there's not much I can do about it because that's the way they talk.
Yeah, someone tell Trump I've made a song up for
And I
him.
certainly haven't got time to do a transcription of everything. That's why I did the PDF to go with it, and they are much slower in part
Definitely
2 than they were in part
deliberate.
1, so just bear with it. It is what it is. But I was thinking about Hollywood this morning, and I was thinking about, it's called Hollywood because it's holy wood. Holy wood is what magic wands are traditionally made out of, and they have cast.
And just like he says here, that all of us say magic with a K is real. It's energy. It's alchemy. Like I've said and said before, all it is what you put your intentions on. If you're good, you're going to use it for good. If you're bad, you're not.
Spell over the
Hi,
human
Mark.
race with Hollywood over the years. And what they've done, the way it works, is that they've put this pre-programming into movies and stuff, where we experience the emotions of what they're showing us, and whether that's hidden or explicit. And because they
So think about it, what he's going to say. If you know about manifestation, that's why when the media put the crap out, people unaware to like manifesting and unaware that the MSM is part of the fear factor, if they believe something's happening, a bit like the pandemic, they're going to manifest it in and be in fear of it and think that's real, and then go in the whole, down mode of fearing and all that, because that's what they want, because that's what they've projected out, and that's their illusion that they put out. And that's the same with manifesting, and that's how you can manifest things within your body and all that, because you believe in it. So you have to believe in something, as in the faith of it's already here, that to manifest it. So if people are believing on that side certain things and illnesses and so on and so forth, well, you're going to manifest it in.
Hide their intentions, we don't realise that's happening. So,
And also because the media will keep talking about the same thing, it's putting it out there to you that yes, it is real. That's why you've got to keep deprogramming yourself to reprogram yourself and keep putting, like I said, you can put notes about, some people think it's not, you can put notes about to remind you, oh yeah, put that intention out all day, put that intention out. Because we do fall back into the slip of, I don't know, I wouldn't say normal, like whatever the normie, like whatever it is, to stop remembering to put them intentions out all day long as much as you can remember.
it is a form of magic.
But also, or when you do
experiencing
put something
emotions.
out, to not have the fear that it's not coming to you, because it will. But as soon as you have the fear that it's not, or start questioning it, that link's broke to manifesting that in.
Then go on and create the version of the world that they want us to live in, which is basically a prison farm. That's what planet Earth has been for
In
the
your
human
mind, in
race
this
for
realm here.
quite a long time now, and we're definitely coming out of that. But I want to speed it up. So, you know, throughout the years that I've been waking up and going on a spiritual journey and learning about myself,
And that's what everyone says. As soon as you wake up, to whatever you wake up, no matter how you found out or whatever, the spiritual journey starts. Like I said, we weren't disconnected. You just get back on it.
and learning about the world, one of the conclusions I came to,
Yeah, the law of one, the Ra, the law of Ra, the law of one, the law of the universe, all the same. Yep, definitely.
quite a few years ago, is that magic, M-A...
Oh, hi Patricia, the lovely Patricia Steer is in. Check her channel out. Sorry, joining late, drive around town to Hudson. Only Biden signs on houses. I saw one truck with Biden flags. Exactly. Patricia lives in America, like there's a few of you who do. Yes. Biden ain't going, you know what I mean? You got the Trump rallies, look how massive they are, and they'll lie about it and say that Biden's, you know, whatever. But it has been coming out in the news over here that Trump's rallies are big and he's doing well. So the news will change because it's coming.
G-I-C-K is real. But what is magic? You know, if you look back
Magic is
at
real.
magic, if you look into the occult, by the way, the word occult simply means hidden. That's all it means. Nothing to be afraid of. They've made us afraid of many, many things. 666, the occult.
It's all-
Especially because they want it to remain hidden, because they use that knowledge against us. They used it to create
Alchemy, baby.
this farm that we are the unwitting pigs, sheep, cows.
I'll show you what's happening right now.
Within. So it's time for us to use that against them, in my opinion. And so I've written a PDF called "Let's Manifest the Future That We Want Right Now,"
That's what we're doing.
and I put the link below
That's what
this
people
video
have been
if
doing.
you want to get that. I'm going to tell you pretty much everything that's in that PDF.
Right, it's only short, this video. That's what we're doing right now. We're peeping beyond that veil, people. What the frig is going on behind that bloody curtain of illusion? You know what I'm saying? Yes. So let's just listen to
I
it in a
know that some
minute.
people like to have a written thing to refer back to. So
Your best is
magic,
yet to come.
what is magic? Magic is really about intention. So it's about your intention powered by your feet.
And if you don't believe in it, the biggest experimento you can do is get some rice and do the Dr. Emoto. The Dr. Emoto experiment, I did it twice on YouTube, where I could do it again. Yeah, he is spot on. Is get some rice, cook some white rice off, put it in a sandwich box or whatever, but make sure it's the same amount. So, you know, it's the same. You can see it. It could be in a jam jar or something. Fill it up at the same height. Every day, you know, put a lid on it. Every day, go to the jam jar. Your kids can do it. If you've not heard of this, look it up. If you have, I'm just repeating it. But put love on one and hate on the other, because your intentions are transferred. Like, that's why a lot of things hold memory. We all know that. Well, a lot of us do. I'm not going into that. But I'm just saying, if you want to see it, because people don't believe things that they can't see, but it does work. So do that. Every morning, go up to the jam jar with love, only for about 60 seconds or whatever, and feel Give that jar love and intentions and say it out loud. You don't have to say it out loud or in your head, but feel that, you know, I love you. Anything loving, say to that jam jar. You can get your kids to do it, that jam jar. One kid could do one and one kid could do the other, right? So you could be like, yeah, love, you know, or whatever. You could be like Trump, you could be anything. Anything that you love, put on that and send it loving vibes. Now, the hate one is good because you can be like, I was like, F you, Obama. F you, Hillary, like, you're going down, you're evil, you're ugly, you're disgusting. You can get really, if you're feeling really like that, you project all that energy like, yeah, you're evil, blah, blah. You can swear at it, anything horrible, right? Watch that, what happens between the two jars. I bet you any money, the one that you put love on doesn't really change much. It might change a little bit, but the one you put the hate on, oh my days, you watch that turn and get mouldy black before the other one does. And that proves that the things you think are not there and how your intentions work, magic, whatever you want to call it, it's energy, is real. And that will prove it to you. And I tell you what else will prove it to you, just after we listen to this. Just let me see if I can find this book. If I can find it. But where are you? Oh, there it is. I think JP got this in chat ages ago. This book, I'll go through this book in a minute, but this is exercises for you to do that'll prove manifestation. So we're just going to listen to this, and then I'll show you this book.
Right, so
Bye, JP.
Firstly, your thoughts are
Oh, whoever
things.
just
So
went.
your mind is actually
Hi,
a
Susie
transceiver,
Ham.
which means it transmits and it receives information. So they've made our minds receive information for us to transmit and create our reality. That's how it works. So if you charge an
That's why we're
intention
going to a
with
beautiful new
emotion,
world.
then you are effectively
Sorry.
doing. They've made our minds receive information for us to transmit and create our reality. That's how it works. So if you charge an intention with emotion, then you are effectively doing magic. So you may have read about the law of attraction and stuff like that, and things like The Secret and Think and Grow Rich. A lot of those
But they missed stuff out.
successful how-to guides, books, courses, whatever you want to call them, a lot of them have a missing link, and the missing link is that you have to believe what it is that you're actually saying. So what a really
Alyssa, just cook the rice off. Just cook it off. Doesn't matter. Just cook it off as if you were cooking rice. That's what I did anyway. I cooked it. You can go on YouTube and people be doing it. I just cooked it off, drained it, put it in. I think it was a jam jar, both the same height, both the same amount. You know, so no one can go, oh yeah, that had more like that. And that's all you do. Put a lid on. Write love on one of them. Stick a sticker on it so you know which one you're projecting your intentions to. And just watch it over a week or two and you will see. You will see. And it's good because you're so loving to one, you've really got, and it can be so hateful for the other one, especially if you're frustrated in these times.
really powerful thing for us all to do. And share this with as many people as you can, because
yes, it does, ye old sage. The Bible is a book of the stars and is a book of us and is a book of our magic. That's why the churches mess things up with it. And it does say that, as in the law of attraction does say, ask and you shall receive. You've got to ask the universe, but you've got to have faith that it's coming. And believe and feel, ask and you will receive. So
if
yes.
we all do this, it's going to have a profound effect on the world.
And it is having a profound effect on Earth, because loads of people are doing this, and even all the people that are waking up, like who are newly awakened, and then they go through the spiritual, and then they see, so then they want to put out love, and that's why I'm saying that this Great Awakening is beautiful on many different
levels. The first thing you have to do is write down the list of things that you want to happen. All right. And by the way, in the link near this video,
that's why I have loads of notebooks, and I said in the new year coming, I'm going to be making some. That's why I have a lot of books, that notebooks and ones I make, that I put my meditations in when I do them, or my drawings and my gratitude and things that I want to come in, because that's quite magical, writing it down. I'm going to be selling some things like that I've done before with I don't think I've got any around, when I've done the journals that I make and stuff like that. Like I said, you can go over to Dolly Lima Designs on Instagram or Dolly Daydreaming. I don't put much on there now of the stuff that I make, but I am doing that too. So you know.
Yeah, there's a video of me saying very similar things from a beach in Morocco 5 years ago.
Got to
Just so
plug
that you know
yourself.
that I'm not new at this, and I am consistent with my message. I've got a slightly higher pitched voice and I'm a bit younger, but otherwise it's the same. It's the same guy.
Yes, QC Sue, it's called quantum manifestation. Yeah, and that's why, you know, people call it many different things, but that's why I've always said Q is more than what people know Q is. Q, it doesn't just stand for military, high up military clearance. It also stands for, if people have been doing their homework, energy, what's it called? An energy clearance or something to do with energy as well. So people need to know about that. Nikola Tesla, free energy. It's the energy, it's the manifestation we can bring in, which I believe they've cut us off to or not want us to know. And I just believe it's coming in a lot stronger now. That's why we're going to have such a beautiful world in the end when people start learning things. Yeah, Mark Bajeski on YouTube talks about energy. So yeah, I've seen Mark Bajeski do his lemon thing. Yeah, you probably can, but I know I've done it with rice. You know, so yeah, that shows he did the energy thing. If it goes off, there's bad energy. You know, you can clear your energy with sage and all that. I have sage. Don't actually like the smell of it, but I do go around now and again. And a friend who's coming round tomorrow, she said the other week, I love it in your house. You know, feels so. The energy's good. That's why. I don't allow. Yeah, your house is your king. You know, your little castle, and it should be full of good energy. So yeah.
I put that in there just for shits and giggles, really. So you start off with a list of the things that you want to see. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about here about, you know,
Yeah, the quantum financial system where everyone's freaking out because they think it's part of the new world order and they think it's this and we're not going to have money, but you know, it's all gold back and silver back. So, yep.
being a millionaire and having the best house in the world and, you know, having a happy life and all that usual crap that people come out with. I'm talking about envisaging the future that you want for us as a society and as a planet and as a human race. So you start with that list, and it's really important that you write it down, because when you write it down, you are actually making it exist within this realm. When you make it exist within this realm, you make it a step closer to becoming a reality.
That's why when you speak it and feel it, you're bringing it into the realm because it thinks it's already, you know, it's already done. It brings it into the realm of existence.
But don't write down, I want this.
Yeah, they
want
do,
that, because
Dean,
when you
yeah,
say
yeah.
I want, you're actually coming from a place of lack, and the universe gives you exactly what you ask for. So instead of saying I want, change it. Change it to just write the list of things down that you actually do want, and then change the way that you
Because I want sounds like you haven't got. So if the universe thinks you haven't got, it's going to send you more of what you haven't got. So
write it. Instead of saying I want world peace, or sorry, just drag my wire. I want world peace, or I want, you know, Trump to win the next election, or whatever. Then instead of doing that, write down. Well, there's a process that I go through. So the process that I go through normally is, I have, right? So,
Or
so you
I
change
am.
it from being something that you
I
want
have
to something
or
you
I
have.
am.
But there's an even more powerful step than that, which was shared with me a few years ago by my friend Theo Van Dort, which is where you change it to why am I, or why have I got, or why is this a thing? So you make it a real present moment thing, but you're also asking the question about why is it already here? And when you do that, the universe has to answer the question really quickly. So what I've done in the PDF attached is, in the link below, is I've put my personal list of the things that I'm manifesting, which you are more than welcome to use as an inspiration for your own list, because you may have different things that you want to manifest. And you're welcome to use that, or just write your own list. You don't actually need the PDF to do that. It's just there in case you want it. And also want to say a big thank you to before I do the thank yous, the next part of the
That's
process
you've got a lovely
is
energy
once you've
about
written
him.
your list and you've written it out physically with a pen and paper, is that you have to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, because you've got to fake it till you make it. So that means that, one trick for that is to put them on Post-it notes and stick them around the house, right? And go through that list every single day and multiple times a day if you can. And that's why the Post-it...
That's why people do the vision boards and stuff, because it's like your subconsciousness can see it every morning if you have a vision board in your bedroom, and a lot of people do that. I need to do one. I've not done one for a while. You do it in books and stuff, that's why you write it down.
notes are good, because if you put them on the bathroom mirror or by the fridge or something, you'll see them and you'll be reminded.
And
of
it's
them all the
also to
time.
get you out of that programming of, like I said, stop watching the TV and believing what they're telling you. You reprogram yourself for the things around you.
If enough of us do this,
Yeah, he is lovely,
it has,
Deanie,
it has a
isn't
massive ripple effect on the future, because we are on these two timelines. Definitely one, like,
Sorry, I keep cutting in. Yes, lemons are antiviral. Yes, they are, because the more alkaline, you think of acid because it's acidic. It's not. It's alkaline, so it is good for you. If you have a big squeeze of real, I've been having orange juice in the morning, squoze from real oranges, and sometimes with lemon in it, or lemon juice is gorgeous. Lemon juice on its own, just squozen out fresh lemons, is gorgeous. Or squirt it in your water. I also have, is it iodine? Am I saying the wrong thing? The thing you drop in your water as well, but yeah.
I absolutely know that
Mark Bajinski. I don't know if he's got his name right. His channel's great. He's been talking about the low energies and that. He's such a vibrating soul. He's ace. That's why you've got to be in joy. It's a frequency. It's all you have to do. When people talk about the job and they go on about, oh, I've got to be doing this for money, and oh, I need more money. You need. So the universe doesn't want to give you. It just chucks the finger of making it harder. It's really hard to tell people you can manifest. And people go, oh yeah, but you've got to do this first. Like, no, you can actually manifest. It goes along with the action of it. But the more you keep saying you need money because you're in lack of money, the universe is going to give you the lack of money because you're not in that frequency. It's hard to explain to some people, but yeah.
good times are coming beyond belief, where everything
Oh,
gets
yeah.
rewritten. In
Susie.
fact, it's very inspiring to think about that future. It's a little bit frightening, but it's so, I can, the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together for me, and the vastness of the work that we're going to have to do. But it's all going to be fantastic work, because we're going to get rid of this evil shit that we've been putting
We
up
are
with, even
doing.
if we hadn't realised we've been putting up with
You
it.
wake up, they don't
And,
exist when you
it's
change
really,
your
really
mindset.
exciting. So this is really like a practical video of something that we can do, all of us together today. Let's start today. Write your list down. Believe it. You've got to believe it in your gut. It doesn't work if you don't believe it. And be careful of the words that you use, okay? It's really, really important. So I've written down all the instructions in the PDF, which you can go and do. And I've said lots of thank yous in there, because I did put up a message on Facebook this morning saying, if you have anything you want to manifest, please tell me. So everybody that contributed to that Facebook post, I've thanked all of you until I had to come here. If I've missed your name off, it's because I've published the PDF after you left the comment. But thank you to all of you for that. I really, really appreciate that. And please share this with everybody, because the more of us that do this, the more powerful it is. Pretty simple, really. I think that's all I've got to say for today. As usual, big thanks to everybody that commented, liked and shared previous videos. 7,000 subscribers now. Quite amazing. So that's 6-7 weeks ago, it was 0. So that's pretty humbling and amazing. And it's a hell of a journey, and we're on it together. So thanks a lot for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I look forward to hearing your manifesting stories and successes with your own lists, and I might do a few reminder videos to see how you.
So there you go. That was the lovely Mark Atwood show, and that is why for years I have books. There's my gratitude book that I either write in the morning or at night. Attitude of Gratitude, the universe loves that. I haven't been doing them lately, but I make handmade journals. I'm going to be doing some more. This is an old one now. Some more in the near future, not just yet, because I'm doing a few other things. These are all handmade. And these were my Nana, who I talked about, who passed away, old buttons. That's hand-stitched moon on there. And this is another one. They're all different. Some are more extravagant, whatever, and they've got coffee-stained pages and things in. And I doodle and write in and write things that I want to come in and stuff like that. So I'm going to be making some more of them if anyone's interested. Also, Someone from the channel wanted some of these. I did show these the other day. They're done now. I've made these packs up. I've made the boxes up and everything. You've got your little crystal pouches to put in your bag so you don't, your little crystals. There's either an amethyst or turquoise necklace. You've got a little lovely little turquoise angel on the side of the book, because there's a book in there, a little whatever notebook you want to use it on, manifestation or whatever, and there's a little secret little I think it was a little charm in here added in, all handmade. And then someone else who could be watching, I think they've just gone actually, because I know it's someone off here, asked for some jewellery, and because sometimes I like to draw a free bit of something now that go along with it. One of my necklaces, this one that I designed, but this is a silver one. And I just pulled a tarot card, well not a tarot card, an oracle card, and sort of drew the representation of it, because I just thought, yeah, I'll do something that gives me inspiration. So this, you know, it's got the thank you on the back because it is a necklace, but that's amethyst, and this is the drawing that went with it. So you get a little bit of my artwork now. And then the next one's going to have something on it, and I drew this bird. So they're like the thank you cards. Someone else who I think went before, these are not put on yet. I did the little owl, drew the little owl out, and sets a tree of life earrings that I handcrafted when they moved down. They'll be attached to that with these little earthen, I called these one earthen a while back, earthen earrings. They go on that card. And then the last one, because there's two sets of the same, their picture was this one. Little witchy girl, and it'll have the, you know, have the, yeah, I love copper, have the little earrings on here. So that's me and my unique designs that I do over on Dolly Llama Designs on Instagram. But yeah, just thought I'd show you them, but I will be doing some more journals if anyone's interested, with pens probably. I'm just going to quickly show you what cards came out, because these came out today, so I thought I'd share them with you. Very relevant, what's going on, I was excited. So let's see what the cards said. These were beautiful. So the cards, the angels and ancestors. So thank you. So Oracle, I think they're Christmas presents for someone. I think that's what someone's buying them for. So Oracle, got this the other day. Wait for important information. Oh, we've been waiting a long time. The next one, winter, because as we go into winter, this one says, take care of your needs. Now, I've been saying, yeah, I've been saying, you know, all this autumn, winter is a time for recharging your batteries, rest, all this stuff we were talking about before. Into winter as well is take care of your needs, not anybody else's. Your needs right now are very important for what's coming, and that's the wolf. And then we've got, this one was lovely, Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. Well, yes, there's going to be a lot of healing to be done. There's going to be a lot of healing information, of new healing technologies and stuff that will be coming in. This, if you see this and you think it's evil with a pine cone, it's not to do with pineal gland. That's to do with raising your chakras and your kundalini and all that. But it also is an actual sign for healing, like, well, in alchemy, but healing. You've seen that. You bet you've seen this sign in Star Trek on the doctor's doors, I think it is, something like that, because that's what it is. Medicine Guardian. And then the next one was Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. But I just saw this as you have to drop your shields to let certain new forms of healing in, composed to like what we have had with Big Pharma, because, you know, a lot of people think that is, I'm not saying all of it, but, you know, we know what it is. Open yourself up to these new healing, you know, therapeutic, natural, holistic, Open yourself up. Oh, I can't wait, Andy, can't wait. And then we got the snake. We had this the other day. Shed the old skin. The only way... Let's get these cards out. Which one have we just had? The only way you are going to be able to let your shields down to heal is by shedding the old skin of old ways, so on and so forth. If you don't shed that, you're going to be holding a lot of dead energies that you don't need. I've been a Reiki master for 5 years and I've felt the energies go through the roof over the past few days. Thank you, Susie Han. They have. That's why there's a lot of people going, oh, the film. It's like, yeah, they have, going through the roof. And I was filming the orbs again last night and they were bonkers again. Sometimes they don't come in when I'm filming. They do it sometimes when I'm not filming, because sometimes I think, well, it's just for me. Do you know what I mean? And my energy as well. So that. Then we've got the arrow. A lot of people been throwing arrows. Oh yeah, surround yourself with protective energy. A lot of people are throwing arrows at people. Get your armour of God on. Protection. That's why I say you have to have boundaries and you are allowed to say no. Yes, orbs have been wild. They have, because all the energies, it's so, oh my God, it's amazing. And the last one was this gorgeous little fox. Spirit fox. Trust your talents in changing times. I do. You got to be like a cunning little fox. We've had to be quite cunning with what's going on. Trump has also been cunning. Not in a bad way, in a good way. He's played them like a fiddle. That's why people don't get him when he's on stage and they don't understand the coding. When they think he's done something or said something and it's like, oh, he's mad. Oh, he said this. Why has he had Fauci on stage? Why has he done this? Play him at their own game. Play him at their own game. So be wise like a little fox. A little foxy spirit fox. Oh, yes, ignore the negative arrows, yes. It's knowing how to not let it affect you. I don't. But some things have to be shown sometimes just so people can understand what goes on. So if it's happening to them, they can understand not to. Yeah, they are gorgeous, these cards. So that was today's. So yeah, I'm gonna go because it's late and I really need to go to bed in a bit. Yeah, the Art of War, which is but remember, Trump. Whoop whoop. Did the art of the deal, not the art of war, the deal. He's been making deals around the world so we don't have to go to war. Nobel Peace Prize, I think 4 times, is it now on early? The other one's fake. They made the wars. This guy is bringing peace. So we can all start working together and healing. And I'd just like to say to those who don't know, put an affirmation in the comments later to help you deal with those negative. Oh, thank you. Oh, I've dealt with it, don't you worry. Yeah, that's gone now, you know. Look what's happening Tuesday. I just say move on and move forward, but thank you. Yeah, ages ago, for anyone that's new, I can't remember who it was, if it was last year or the year before, when I said the story about my mum coming over and sleeping on the floor because she has a bad back and she just sleeps on this thing. I don't mean she slept on the floor, but she sleeps on this thing. And I was in bed and I was like breathing quite deep. I closed my eyes and then I started seeing like a wormhole. And I remember being like really smiling, thinking, oh God, I'm so relaxed. And this wormhole was full of all pink and neon colours. And then I looked out to the left and I remember thinking, because I was all up in that thing of, are we supposed to be going somewhere? Were we like, I asked out loud, not out loud, but in my head, where are we going? Where we spoke? What's this new earth? If is it somewhere else? Is it here? Because I went through all that as well, but then I came out of all that. I was like, no, we're still here. We're just lifting our, higher states of consciousness. But we do go through that. But it was true what it was said, because then I looked over and I saw this white ball, and it was represented as earth, but it was white, like pure white light, a bit like the orbs, healing, but it was green, but it was white. Like I knew it was earth. And this voice sort of said, no, you're going back, you're staying there, you're going back, you're not going anywhere, you're going to heal. And it's like I saw these like white domey tent things, and it says you're going to heal, but you're going to also help people heal. And that is what's always stood in my head, even without the Q stuff, was that vivid dream, because when I woke up the next morning, I said to my mum, she went, oh, last night, she doesn't sleep because she has a bad back. She sleeps about 2 hours on and off, you know, in and out of sleep. She said, by Susie Han, she said, I actually slept last night. She went, I felt this, like, I felt so calm. And like, so I went, yeah, oh my God, that was really weird, because I had this told her what had happened, and I felt so at peace and dead calm. My energy was rubbing off on my mum. We transferred over because she was in the same bedroom. So that is the faith that I hold on to within me. That's the message I got. And that was my big thing that I hold on to, that no one will take away from me. I've put this out before. That is what I hold on to, knowing of that's what was said to me, that I know that I'm on this channel helping people to heal, because I used to think, well, what is it? And I believe that's through this channel, like I keep saying, the frequency that I bring into people, the things that I'm trying to put out are all full of positivity and love, and all that I do is done from a loving space and intentions. So that is, people can say what they want of, oh, she thinks this about you, all that. No, that's the thing that I hold on most to with on the path that I've been on, was that dream when I was awake, not really asleep, because I only closed my eyes and I was like, oh my God, like, because when you do that and you start seeing things, I was like, wow, yeah, yes, Ellie. So that was my confirming message to me. That was my message to me. This is my mission. Everyone's on a mission, and you're being tested as well, especially from other forces, you know, for a while. No one can take that away from me. That was my message, and that's what I experienced. And if you experience something, no one can take it away from you if it's your experience. And that's what I hold very to that. Oh, look, Nicholas, we've got the trolls in the house. Trump 2020, Trump 2020. Dark to light, Nicholas. Nicholas is in the house. He likes to get a bit Aussie. Oh, yes. Oh, us women are so strong, you know. Oh, dearie me. We had to get one in at the end, you know, just talk about forces and things. We don't normally get them in a lot, but one had to sneak in at the end, trying to distract people. Oh, to put people in fear. Oh, my God. Oh, yes. Can't wait to see these people soon, you know, with the old what's going on. But, like I say, let's just do one card before we go. Bye. Bye, Nicholas. Bye-bye. See you later. Nice of you to come and say bye, though. Oh, did he? Good. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. I doubt it, because he's not around anymore. Not around. Sorrows. Are you in Gitmo? Or maybe you're somewhere else. Your plan is not working, 'cause it's fell down. Ooh. Dearie me. Yeah, nice to get paid. Got your paycheck then. Yeah, got your paycheck. It's a shame that the Alliance know all that are working for all. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, George's skin. Yeah, he ain't got any money anymore. Can I say hi to Dennis? Hi, Dennis. Oh, I can. Is it Dennis or Denise, or have I just said the wrong thing? Have I just said the wrong thing? Bit dyslexic stuff. Gotta have a laugh. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. Trump, 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 Trump. There's no limits. Medicine Mother, honour your inner knowing. Well, isn't that what I just said? My inner knowing serves me well. He's trying to come in. Woo! Dolly, I was meant to say you entered my dream tonight. Oh, really? Ooh. Can you elaborate, or is it a bit, can you not? Lizard men bad, bird men blue. Well, it's whatever you think, isn't it? Whatever you're into, whatever floats your boat, whatever you resonate with. It's not anyone's right or wrong. It's everybody's path and people are doing it, but the ones you resonate with, you resonate with. And at the end of the day, people don't have to be screaming and shouting. We're going to see what happens because it's here. We're at this great shift. Everyone can feel it, people believe in what they believe in, and there's no stopping what's coming either way. So we're going to see what's what and who's who. So let's see what's what and who's who at the end of the day. Oh, she will love it. Was it Denise? It wasn't Denise off Facebook. Denise, I don't know. It's not the Denise I know on Facebook, is it? I don't know. Yeah, I've got birds. Shut up now. It was very simple. You said hello. Oh, I was coming over in my dreams. You see, in your dream state. I think we do some work in our dream states. So I'm gonna go now. And I don't think I've slept for 3 years with all this, but at the end of the day, I just got to try and get to sleep tonight. When I get to sleep tonight, I think tomorrow's going to be the worst because of Tuesday, and I just what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Whatever way it goes down, it's going to be so interesting. I've got 2 bets on as well, so that'd be quite funny with people I know. Hilarious. And the outcome is the fact that they do see Trump and that. And I'm like, well, yes, Effie just said, if you'd like to make a coffee donation, it's in the live chat. You can go back. It's just PayPal. If anyone wants to make a coffee donation, that's fine. So you bet we do work in our dream states, don't they? Yes, we do. Yes, thank you, Andrew. So I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow at some point. I've told people to sort of stay away from me Monday, Tuesday because people who are not into it, because I said the energy is just going to be, it's going to annoy people. But like I said, I'll probably be on tomorrow night, not long because I want to get some sleep, and then Tuesday night I'm going to be on probably all day because I won't have a little one, so I'm going to be checking in, checking out, checking in, checking out, checking in, checking out, whoop, whoop, whoop. For all of you at different time states, I'm going to be checking in, checking out, if the internet's not gone down. But that's what I'll be doing because I'm just so excited. And like I said, we're doing this, to the people that are not into certain things. It doesn't really matter now. The time is to lift everyone through this time that's about to, the shift that's going on now. So, yeah, if you can sit still. I know if I can sit still, I don't think I will be able to sit still because the energies are like, see him holding on to pair, I'm like, yeah. So so I'll see you. Oh God, see, I can't even go now. I'm just thinking I was not going to go to sleep. Probably going to have some mad dream tonight. So like I said, do the rice experiment. Oh, sorry, hang on. Just remembered this book. I said do the rice experiment. Hi, Scott Ferguson. Is if you want to, if you've never done manifestation and you want to check it out yourself to see and record it, if you can record, you don't need this book, but it just shows you. It's called Pam Grout E2. It's 9 do it yourself energy experiments that prove your thoughts create your reality. And what happens is you read it, but as you go through the book, see, this is from is this from 2017, 18? Can't quite remember, but you get like bits in it where you actually write down what you were bringing in, what time it was, what time frame it comes in on to believe it. And I've talked about it before, and they come in, so you can prove it to yourself. So this book, why all this crazy stuff's going on, is brilliant. Like I said, it's called Pam Grout E2. And it just shows you, if you've not done it before, because you're writing it down and you'll see it and remember it, that the magic, the energy does exist and you can bring it in, especially more so now. Yes, I know about David Wilcox, and David Icke never taught me that. What about David Wilcox? What, On the Edge of Wonder and all that? And it's all right, Nicholas can stay. What about David Wilcox? Yeah, this isn't about that though, Nicholas. It's not about that. Doesn't really matter. People use different words and different things. Energy's energy at the end of the day, so not really bothered. So yeah, like I said, good book. There it is again if you want to have a look at it. It's just to show you, you know, law of attraction really, and to prove it to you when you've wrote it down and actually seen it's come in. 45th president's in the house, so there you go. Yes. So, like I said, I will see you tomorrow, and Tuesday. Whoop! And might go and check the Trump out while I'm just getting ready for bed. Rallies, big rallies. Oh, big rallies. Biden's got no supporters hardly. Biden's got nothing. Biden's got no brain. Biden's got nothing. Oh, the book's entitled because I'm trying to distract people. Who cares what the book's called? Oh, Monica voted for Trump. Good. We're all voting with... I'm voting with my heart. There's loads of people around the world who are voting with their hearts. Biden's just like... What? What is Biden? What is he? Biden Schneiden. So, yeah. Anyway, see, I can't get off because I know I'm not going to sleep. I'm just like... well, I'll be coming. Watch me on Tuesday. I'll be Trump mania I'll have on. I've got a Trump top, a Trump cap, if I can get my cap on my head with these dreads. I've got a Trump mug, a Trump coin. I was doing a JFK Jr. in Q painting, but I've not touched it. I don't think I'm going to get that done for Tuesday, but it's drawn out. Yeah, Joe's a corpse. Exactly. Don't know what day it is. Trying to think if there's anything else. I could have my Q t-shirt on in the background. Oh, yes, Revel. No, it's just someone just playing, you know, thinking that they affect anything I'm putting out. Not really. So, yeah, to all you beautiful beings in chat, are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble? Look, Dems versus Republicans. Even though they're going to start merging, you know, the good, because there's good ones in there as well, we know this. So it's like, boom, boom. I didn't do this on purpose, by the way. I'm changing over to blue, for Tiffany blue for Tuesday. But it just looked funny before, and I was like, oh my God, it's like, din, 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 din. Biden. Woo, landslide. Trump. So, yeah, I'm in that mega energy today. So, yes, I'm standing in my truth. You're standing in your truth, and we're going to do this. So, I'm just loving the world right now, our world that we're bringing in, not there that they're projected. I'm just loving the amount of awakeness, soul-loving people. I've just been saying this for ages. I just love it. Even the trolls. It's just like, oh my God. Like, just wake up sometimes and think, I never thought, like, like what's going on. And like I said, the best is yet to come. Just like Mark Atwood said in his poem, the best is yet to come. I think they said the last one would be magical. Oh, just remembered as well. Oh no, yeah, she's coming. I did say I'd read the Q poem out. This will get on people's nerves. So let's read this out. Oh my God, is it this one? No, it's not this one. I lose it every time. Where is it? The Trump. Not the Trump. Right, so let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think it's over there. Yeah. He's over here. With me and the Trump. What's China doing in the background? Yes. That was outside Trump Towers. Yes, obviously it's not the real Trump, but in my head it was. That was outside Trump Tower in New York. Boom. I was like, oh yes. We were like, I was throwing that out. It's like, oh yeah. People will get, that's a mudra, by the way. It's a mudra. I was like, yeah, come on, Trump, we're doing this. Imagine all them people around me like, we hate Trump. I was like, I love him. Right, anyway, here it is. Oh my God, I'm just making such a mess on this table. Here we go, the Trump, no, it's not the Trump, the, Trump on the brain. The Q poem I made in, was it 2018, in the kitchen, singing. And then for the people who haven't heard it, I'm going to read it. I'll be reading it every day now. Get right up some people's noses. So let's go. This was me book of searching, research. I have many books of research. It's like a nutty professor, working it all out myself. Because that's what the tool was used for. That's what the Q was used for. Stepping stone. So let me find the... I really am going to have to print this out. It's been in the book, just scruffily written out. Here it is. Here it is. So you ready? Are you ready? And then I'm going. Red wave coming. Whoop, whoop. Yes, it is. We all came together by the letter Q, picked up the breadcrumbs, researched and knew what to do. The movement of truth from dark to light, we are all the Q, and we, the people, will fight for our freedom, our families, and our rights to live in a world rid of evil. It's all for our kids. This will go down in history. So we ride on the Q train with POTUS and R. So let's unite together and shout hurrah. The plan of the elites, sky is falling down. They never thought she'd lose. They are such clowns. So the rise of the people, like the rise of the sun, is a light to the world to show us the way. Truth is here, and it's here to stay. This time will be told for years to come. History we are making, and we're all a part of it. It's been so much fun. Love and light to all from Australia. Thank you, Leona. Oh yeah. We've laughed, we've cried, we've wobbled at times, but we've stayed strong and we've stayed on the ride. The time is now where we go one, we go all. Patriots of the world, we win, they fall. Thank you, Q, POTUS and R. You set us free to be who we truly are. We the people. That's thanks off We the People. So that was my poem I did in, I don't know if it was 2017, I think it was 2018. That was the energy I was feeling at the time in the kitchen, and I just wrote it all down. And that is my Q poem. So hope you all like it. Thank you, Margaret. I hope you all like it. I'm going to be reading it again tomorrow and Tuesday. You never know. President might see it. But yes, I've read it out quite a few times, but for all the new people, that's my poem. Creative. So, like I said, I'm going now, and I will see you tomorrow at some point, and all day Tuesday, evening, morning, I don't know. So, yeah, it's here. I'm excited. A lot of people are as well. Yeah, I'll be on if you go live, Dolly. Yeah, I'll be, yeah, and I'll let you know as well. So, let's see what happens, and I'll see you all soon. Where we go, one we go all. Bye.